prequel.
Hey! Good morning, everybody. I feel like we're unfocused today.
Yeah.
Well, everybody was telling their own
Everybody
story.
had their own thing going on here.
Yeah.
Well, the whole team's back together. That's what it is.
Yeah.
We're all kind of catching up.
Feels good.
Feels so good.
My headphones were actively pinching my finger when we went live.
You okay?
I survived. I'm fine.
There's so much going on in the world today. Right? I mean,
No.
sometimes you just got to shut the news off and go, I've had it. I can't. Sometimes I just can't. Right? I'm going to be a teenage girl for a second. I can't.
Yeah, sounds like you can't.
I can't.
Yeah, you got to take a break every now and then.
Every now and again, you got to take a break.
I was listening to the new Armchair Expert episode yesterday, Dax Shepard's podcast, and he had Woody Harrelson and Ted Danson on talking about their new podcast.
Yeah.
And Woody Harrelson has not had a cell phone for like 5 years. And it's because his daughter was like, Dad, I can't do this phone anymore. And he goes, I don't want to have a phone anymore. So he has an iPad that you can email Woody Harrelson on, and that's how people get in touch with him. But otherwise, he's off the grid. Nobody can get Woody.
Man, that's
beautiful.
That is the dream.
Are you saying we should all do that?
I don't know. I mean,
you can't do that.
I'm somewhere in
when
between.
you're Woody Harrelson, you could do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Will Ferrell, Bill Murray.
They could do that.
They've already reached a place of their careers where they don't have to be reachable anymore.
Yeah.
They can just be like, they have assistants that can know how to get a hold of them.
Yeah.
Bill Murray has a 1-800 number where you leave messages.
Now,
And
yes,
has for a while.
That is the legend. I wonder how true that is.
It's true.
You know, a lot of these Bill Murray stories.
You don't think they're true?
There's a famous one of him going up to somebody's plate of French fries, and him walking by and taking French fries.
Yeah, and saying they'll never believe you.
Yes,
Right.
There's that famous story. You know it.
Yeah.
You know the story.
Yeah.
I wonder how
Legend.
real that is.
That seems pretty real.
I don't know. I've watched like a video of some people like in Chicago that said that Bill Murray just showed up and like played kickball with them in the park one day.
Again, where's it? Give me photos.
There was. They had.
Oh,
video.
yeah?
He just showed up, played around a kickball, and then kept
Did
going.
you see the photos or did you hear about the photos?
No, it was on like the.
Okay.
I don't know.
I love that.
Instagram reel or whatever I watched. It
I
was
want to
just-
believe.
And one of the great ones was there was a frat party that he got invited to, so he went and he did all the dishes and he helped clean the place.
Right.
He didn't really hang out. He just
I
cleaned
heard
for
that
him.
story too.
And it was in the press. Like there's pictures and
Is there pictures?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did
that
you
was-
see the pictures?
Yes.
How come I never saw the pictures?
Because you're off. You can't look at the news. You're
No.
out of the news.
Listen.
You're off the
My
grid,
point
dog.
is that you tune into this show. We'll watch the news so you don't have to.
Oh, yes.
We watch the news so you don't have to. You get hard-hitting stuff on this here radio program like this. Not done. Yes.
Which end is that blowing out of?
What is that? Tell me what that sound was.
It sounded like a lawnmower or a weed eater.
A weed whacker.
Yeah, weed whacker.
So
Or a
weed
man
whacker,
sneezing
we
or
got a
farting.
weed whacker. I'm going to play it again.
Okay, let me hear it again.
I'm going to play it again. You tell me what this sound is. Again, we watch the news so you don't have
Is that
to.
the sound of a bill being passed by Congress?
What's this?
Oh, I know.
I think I know it now. Finally.
It's an athlete
Yeah.
with a very big lung capacity blowing a raspberry.
All right. The Olympics are coming up, so that
Yeah.
does make sense. Scott, what do you think it is?
Well, I just remember as a kid, I always heard this, and now it's real. The mouse on a motorcycle.
A mouse on a motorcycle?
Okay, not
Lern,
a bad
would
guess.
you...
I said weed whacker.
Okay, that is not correct. Would you like to fashion another guess?
I would, Riz. Let's see. Man can't blow his nose hard enough. I don't know.
Man can't blow his nose hard enough.
I'll go post-colonoscopy release.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Ladies and
Probably.
gentlemen.
You're all wrong, but you are the closest. That right there was the world's longest dog fart. That's right.
Wow.
How does one train their dog to do this?
That's crazy.
That is an 18-second long.
Was it a Shih Tzu?
Boxer.
Dog fart.
You can see it now.
And
Now that
unlike
you know what it is, you can see it.
and unlike Bill Murray doing dishes at a frat house, there is photographic evidence of this.
What are they feeding that dog?
I don't know, but the dog is relieved after.
I would say so.
That is an 18-second long dog fart.
How did they know it was coming?
And that's
what
how
I
we
mean.
open up Tuesday's show.
Welcome
Yeah,
to the
this,
podcast.
this dog has to have had some issues in the past.
Yeah, they have a camera trained
Yeah.
on it.
What kind of dog was it?
I don't know, it looks like some kind of mix.
Pug.
Man, those Boston Terriers, they can rip. Mm-hmm. But I
No,
feel like
looks
it would be a
some
different
kind of
tone.
That
mixed
sounded
dog.
like
it was a big kind of.
Sound like American bulldog / boxer-sized dog. In my brain, that's what.
Yeah, I
was
mean, you
seeing.
look it up. There's a picture of it. You know, comes from a longer video. If Guinness,
It's a bobtail dog. We know that.
if the
There was no muffling.
no, that is right.
That's a
That
straight.
is correct.
That's a straight open and close.
Yeah.
Valve.
If the Guinness Book of World Records kept track, this dog's fart probably would have the record for longest fart of all time.
God bless them.
18
So
seconds
awesome.
long. Now, Guinness does not actually have an official category for farts on their website.
That
What?
blows.
So there is an unofficial record for a human fart,
Go on.
which I don't know how this is even medically possible.
No roids.
2 minutes and 42 seconds.
What?
I don't know how that's even possible. A bunch of sites claim a British guy holds the record for the longest fart at 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
Bollocks.
Wait a minute. You're saying it's just one, he's carrying one note down there?
A continuous toot. 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
Do we have audio of this?
I don't.
Oh my gosh. How do we not have audio of that, but we have this dog?
I don't know.
I mean, I would be able to say, oh, it's coming. Get the phone out. Here it goes. I mean, the dog can't prompt you. So how?
Yeah. I just hope he did a microphone of reverb.
I mean, how long are our intestines? We got like 5 miles up in here.
Something like that. I
So-
think it can wrap around the moon and back.
That's right.
Is what they say.
Hundreds of miles up.
Yes.
Wasn't that it?
Because a 2 minute toot, that's traveling.
Get a CPAP. You'll find out stuff your body can do.
You'd have to blow air up inside you.
Oh yeah.
Which is dangerous.
Well, that's
Like-
what a CPAP does all night.
Yeah, but that's up through the,
Yeah, but it gets in your
Face.
stomach, man. There's days if your mask is off and your little airway, it's all in the same airway. It's blowing into your lungs, so it's just slowly filling your gut with air overnight.
I
Anyone
know.
with a CPAP, email us. I bet you've blown. The trumpets are raging. You're like trombone shorty in the morning. You're an entire horn section of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I know. You're just the wind part.
Yeah, dude.
You are the wind in Earth, Wind,
There
and
is
Fire.
there is no earth or fire.
You are the wind. I am the wind.
Do you remember?
No, I know after you get a colonoscopy, you are quite gassy.
Loose.
You are loose and gassy and free.
You run quick.
Yeah.
I don't
So
remember.
congratulations to this dog.
I don't
Yes,
remember.
and its owners.
I don't remember any exceptional changes after the colonoscopy.
What do you mean?
You don't remember them.
But it happened. What, was I
I bet
letting
in
loose?
I bet the nurses in post-op remember,
Oh, you mean before I came too?
or like as you're coming.
Oh,
to.
as you're coming.
yeah, I can't-
They
I
know
can't
they warn you.
imagine.
Like, man, you may be tooting up a storm for a little bit. Mm-hmm. So be warned.
Yeah.
Warn
Well,
those
but
around
basically,
me.
you're shooting blanks though, because you got nothing inside you.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I haven't eaten.
You haven't eaten anything, so you are shooting blanks. But good morning, everybody.
Hi, good morning.
Hello. Rafe Williams back from Branson. Saw the
Yeah.
Stones on Sunday night over at the Ozark Amphitheater.
Yeah, man.
Final show on their tour.
Yeah,
How long did they play for?
2 hours,
Nice.
9:45 to 11:45. On the dot. 2-hour show.
Yeah,
And he had fireworks after.
They got that thing dialed in.
Johnny Morris spared no expense. He did like a huge fireworks show after.
Yeah, that's a dude. The dude who owns Bass Pro Shop. That's his amphitheater.
It's sweet. It is state of the art.
How was last year? Was it last year was the first year?
2 years ago. You're talking about Garth Brooks?
The Garth Brooks incident.
Oh, yeah.
Where
People were referencing it.
Yeah, Garth Brooks played that place, and it was a logistical and parking nightmare.
It's better, but still, they haven't figured that out.
It took people 2 hours to get from the parking lot to the venue because of the shuttle system.
I mean, it was nuts afterwards still. I will say that. But it wasn't. They said 4 hours, Garth Brooks. It was 4 hours of traffic to get out.
4 hours to get out.
People were furious. It was like the first concert they ever did. Uber drivers and everybody was talking about it.
Yeah.
Because they said they expected an oversell on this crowd, which there was. I think the 25 is what they ended up selling. It's supposed to be 18-something capacity.
What? At this
How do you do that?
Don't know.
Is there standing room?
I don't know, man. I don't know how they did it. I
How
guess
do they
it's
oversell a
lawn. I
concert
mean,
with seats?
there's a giant lawn.
Okay.
They didn't allow camping chairs in, so I'm betting they were just planning on like jamming everybody
Packing
on the
them in.
blankets and packing them in. And it was packed.
Like nuts to butts.
It was packed.
Did you have seats or you were out in the lawn?
We had seats, thank
Thank God.
Yeah.
You had great seats.
We had really, really good seats, yeah.
And they played everything. They don't do Brown Sugar anymore, do they?
They didn't. I heard they don't sing it anymore because of a certain lyric or something.
Was it as expensive as my Sphere tickets? Like, were they decent? Was it like, oof, hurt?
I got in on a pre-sale, and these two were in the office with me when I turn into a different person when I'm looking for tickets, dude. I turn into like
Wall Street.
Yeah, I turn in. Yeah, it's Big Ray.
Money never
Big Ray
sleeps.
comes out, dude. Money never sleeps. I am Gordon Gekko, being like, "You're not getting me, Ticketmaster." I was on there refreshing, smoking cigarettes. I was smoking
Doing
cigarettes in
hand
the
movements?
office, dude. Riz is like, "I didn't know you smoked, let alone what are you doing smoking at work?"
No, I
I'm like,
remember
"Get
when you
off
got
my
those
ass,
tickets.
old man!" Huh?
I remember when you got those tickets. You were furiously, I think, working 3 computers.
I was. I got a good deal, but it was still wildly. I mean, it was definitely
How much?
overpriced.
How much for a ticket?
Over 400 per.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boy.
Well, then
Whoa.
you got me on my Sphere tickets. Although I wasn't in I was in a seat, but I wasn't, super close. But it was the Sphere, so you're close. Over 750 per.
You're getting warmer.
Whoa, over 850?
Not over.
800 a
850
ticket.
per.
About 800 a ticket, yeah.
That's good.
man.
That boy good.
Wow.
Swamming into money.
Money I don't have. Discovers like this guy's wildly irresponsible. We love him.
Give him more credit.
Give him more credit. This guy, look at this. Look at the purchases this idiot's making.
Okay, so was there already opener?
Yeah, Samantha Fish opened and she ripped it pretty hard, dude. She was great.
Okay, Samantha Fish, I don't know who that is.
Blues artist, right?
Blues artist. Yeah,
So
she was
she
great,
goes
man.
on.
She rips a guitar.
Places pack it in. Average age of the crowd.
Oh, brother, I was a teenager. I've never felt so young. I felt like people were going to try to tell us we had to be home because of curfew. The average age had to be late 60s.
Late 60s.
That's average.
That's good.
There was a lot of blue hair in the audience, dude.
You know what? You got some money down there.
Oh, yeah.
There's some money.
Down to the Ozarks?
Yeah, they got some money down there.
That place is beautiful, man. It was wild. Like the Top of the Rock.
Oh, Top of the Rock. You've been Top of the Rock, right?
I don't think so.
The first and only time we've been to Branson. Went to Top of the Rock just to visit. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
It was. We went to sunset dinner at this Top of the Rock place where they just like shoot a cannon. And, it's funny because it's...
It overlooks the golf course.
It overlooks the golf course. It's very beautiful. Johnny Morris is very rich. He's got $10 billion. He has this huge Native American museum, ironically, as an old white man. And they're like, this is a old Native American ceremony. We're going to go out and shoot a cannon while a guy plays the bagpipes. And I go, yeah, I remember when the Lakota Sioux used to storm the enemy playing the bagpipes. It was just a very, very interesting Caucasian take on a Native American ceremony. But it was cool because you go out on the lawn and they shoot. It's like a sunset thing, and they had shut the whole restaurant down above us. So there's the bottom, the wine cellars where the sunset dinner's at. The second floor is called the Buffalo Bar. It's a restaurant. They shut it down because the Stones were up there having dinner.
That's so cool.
So we were on the lawn looking at the sunset, and all of a sudden I see everyone's phones start to turn. And I look up on the deck, and Keith Richards and Mick Jagger are just standing up.
No way.
Amazing.
Like 20 yards from us. I mean, up, but 20 yards up. And slowly, Keith Richards just disappeared in a puff of smoke like a vampire, dude. He saw the phones, and he's like, Keith's gone. Mick stayed for like 30 seconds and slowly backed into the shrubs like that Homer Simpson meme.
And by the way, I keep calling it the Ozark Amphitheater. It's what's it? The Thunder Ridge
Nature Arena.
So
Ozarks Amphitheater is something else.
That's something else.
yeah, a couple folks are saying that those are two different things.
I'd like to apologize.
So
Thank you.
Is it the
everyone.
same one though that Garth played?
Yes.
Yes.
Which
Thunder
is
Ridge.
Thunder Ridge.
Thunder Ridge.
Ridge, yeah.
Thunder Ridge.
All right.
My apologies, guys. I'm sorry.
Thunder rolled at the Thunder Ridge.
The Thunder Ridge Amphitheater.
So it was kind of cool to see them in the wild. And the funny thing is, like, Mick Jagger was wearing a pink shirt and holding a doggy bag.
Right.
Like seeing Mick Jagger holding a plastic bag of food, like a little old guy just watching the sunset, was like the cutest thing. It was
I
like,
wouldn't think Mick,
We take leftovers?
Mick or Keith carry anything. They have
Yeah,
people
no.
for
Maybe that macaroni salad was just fire, bro.
I mean, maybe it was
Come on,
like a
take some
bag.
biscuits.
Yeah.
I mean, this
They
is
don't
bad
have
later.
people to carry stuff for
What
them.
do you call this?
might
Excuse
be-
me, bag person?
He might be generous, and he's going outside to give it to a homeless person.
Keith.
There are no homeless people at Top of the Rock.
Yeah. No, there are not. The golf course is cool. That guy has so much money that I was telling Scott, part of the golf course had a sinkhole cave
Yes.
in, which would shut most people down. That's the end of your golf course. But instead, this guy's like, well, what if I paid about $4 million and I excavated the sinkhole to see what's in it? And he dug like 300 feet down and discovered a lost cavern.
Yeah, now people
so
can drive their
cool.
golf carts down in there.
Not yet. They're still working on it.
Oh, okay.
But it's
But you
easier
can
to
see it.
It's easier to get a hole in one when you're playing golf there now.
It is.
Thank you, Scott.
It's very cool though, man. It looks like something from a movie, like Another World.
Yeah, I want to see it so bad.
What, Top of the Rock?
Yeah, I saw that the
It was
pictures
cool.
of
They
all
don't
the,
allow long-haireds.
Long-haired,
there.
freaky people.
the worst
do
amount
not
of
apply.
freaks.
Yeah.
our buddies.
That ain't true.
My
That's,
mom worked for him once.
That's long hair country boy territory.
Yeah.
That's right.
Not Top of the Rock.
Well, no, not there.
No,
They were pretty cool because I didn't have a golf shirt and I was like,
You could bust tables, probably.
gonna make me
take
buy a golf shirt, and the guy's like, nah, it's the Ozarks, man. And I go, cool, it's still the Ozarks. At the end of the day, we're still in central Missouri.
Well, that's all fancy up there. What's that? Just outside of Branson.
Big Cedar.
Big Cedar.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
That's the same place, right?
Top of the Rocks. Yeah,
Big Cedar. Big Cedar.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
they
the
got-
hotel?
There's three of them. There's
It's it's almost like a resort.
yeah, there's three resorts, and they're all kind of different styles, right?
Yeah,
Big
we
Cedar,
stayed across from.
something bear or something, and
There's one that's off-site called the Long Creek, and it's like glamping. Glad I didn't do that because they were across from us where we stayed, and it was not anything.
Well, you guys got a nice place. Saw
We
pictures.
did, and it was everything was coming up. Was coming up, Rafe and Tina this weekend. It was. We got to the place, and I guess they overbooked or something. And
it's the
I
Stones.
just gotten us like a regular king hotel room or whatever. It was a resort. It was like a family-owned resort. And then when they checked us in, they're like, "You're in the Saint Tropez room," and I go, "Whoa, cool! That sounds cool."
The Saint Tropez room.
Yeah.
Oh, Saint Tropez,
Saint
but I'm in the
Tropez.
middle of Missouri. Whoa.
Yes. So I was like, "What's that mean?"
Ooh.
And we walked in, and it was like a 2-story villa, 3-bed, 3-bath.
Awesome.
Vaulted ceilings, like it had the runway up top, where I was just like, "This is pretty rad." Living like I felt like they thought I was one of the Stones or something. We'll take it. I go, "Are you sure?" Of course, I was like, "I'm not getting charged for this."
Yeah,
So I had to
of
go
course.
like make sure. But they were like, "Yeah, we made a mistake. Your room wasn't. Something was wrong with like the plumbing in my room, or I don't know what happened. It was a mistake in my
So they
favor.
upgraded you.
Got upgraded.
Awesome.
That is sweet.
What a way to start your weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
that's awesome.
we signed up for something at Bass Pro, and it was like you get to pick from one of these 3 resorts, and it's going to be incredible. And it was awesome. I was like, yeah, I'm in. It was like
Big Cedar?
It was a great deal. It was Big Cedar. It was someplace in Memphis. You know, there's like some ring of resorts.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
like a
they're
part
probably
of.
owned by the
Yeah,
same.
it's one of those. And as soon as we went to like book it all, it's like you could do it these 2 days or these 4 days in a year? And I was like, I can't. What
Man, we can't go away on a Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, like, what are we doing here? Yeah, I called back. I was like, this is not what I signed up for.
You can only go on a Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
It also has to fall on a holiday.
It was a heck of a deal, and it was impossible to pull off. But it got us looking at all the resorts. I'll tell you that, the Top of the Rock thing, and then nature thing.
You would love it. You and Scott, you guys would love it down there, man. It was the golf cart tour of his property was really dope. Like, there's waterfall. I mean, he's not afraid to spend money. You know, it's one of the girls that works at the place was like, yeah, he's worth $10 billion. He bought Cabela's. His net worth went up $2 billion last year. And she's
he's got everything over there.
She said his family's not really interested in the business. Like, they'll keep it for the money, but no one's like interested in the conservation, so they're like, he's just spending all his money.
Yeah,
now.
didn't he start off Bass Pro Shop as like
it was a bait shop.
bait and tackle shop?
Yeah, it was in the back of a bait shop.
Yeah.
His grandpa, what supposedly was in his grandpa's
I think it was his
Brown
dad.
and Derby liquor store.
Yeah, there's a museum.
His dad's liquor store is what the little girl told us. Don't know if that's accurate.
And now he owns pretty much
everything
over there.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Well, mid-Missouri.
Well,
Eh.
I don't know, man.
He got a lot
He's
of
got
money.
2 big properties here now.
$10 billion is an astronomical amount of money, dude. Selling spinner baits and shotguns.
Oh, yeah. So that Thunder, was it Thunder Valley?
Thunder Ridge.
Thunder Ridge. And it was like there was a tower in the back that's like 9 stories tall that you can rent each level as an Airbnb and just stay in the place, watch the concert from your deck, and go back in.
That's excellent.
That is
Whoa.
sweet.
Pretty cool.
And it's all built in. Like, he spared no expense, that's for sure. But it's just good to know that, like, even that guy with $10 billion couldn't figure out parking.
And you know the story, right? And you were here when we told the story about how he got the Stones to play there, right? It was a favor.
I didn't know that.
He called in a favor. So he took the keyboardist out fishing once.
You're kidding.
And the keyboardist caught a big, huge fish. And he said, "This is the greatest day of my life."
Yeah.
He said,
Thank you.
take a picture of it. He said, no, unless you promise to play
No,
Thunder
and that's
Ridge."
kind of what it is. He's like, "This is the greatest day of my
Swear
life.
to me a blood oath.
You know, I owe you big time." And Johnny Morris said, "Hey, have the Stones play my concert venue."
Or you don't get off this boat.
And he called in the favor.
That's
Called in the favor.
Or you ain't getting off this tracker boat.
You and the fish go back.
Or you ain't reaching shore. Yeah.
Make you sign this in blood, too. And he called in the favor, and that's why the last show on the Stones tour was there.
Someone was saying this is their last U.S. tour.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't blame you for taking yesterday off. Like, this is it. Like, this could, well,
Yeah,
this
you'd
could
never
be
seen
it.
him.
You never know. These guys are in there. Mick is 80.
Oh, dude. And let me tell you.
Hey, 80's the new 47.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Because, listen, great show. Loved it. They are definitely old. You can,
Yeah, but
I
still,
mean, man, let me
though,
tell you something. Mick Jagger's carrying that band on his back.
he's
I
still
love Keith
very
Richards.
energetic.
I know Keith Richards is the Pirate King, and Johnny Depp loves him. Everybody loves him. But him and Ronnie Wood, they looked like,
Ronnie Wood, look at his fit, looks like a prune.
dude, they moved around like, here's the thing. Mick is still out there, like, running up and down the catwalk, going side to side,
Doing the dancing.
doing the rooster, just bringing the energy. And Ronnie Wood and Keith Richards do move, but they move like lawn decorations you buy at Johnny Brock's on Halloween. Like, it's very limited movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just kind of animatronic side to side. It almost looks like they're being puppeteered. Because they're not moving a whole lot, dude, on stage. Like, they move a little bit during the show, but it's almost like those guys are like, whoa. And Mick is just doing cartwheels and jumping around, and I'm like, this guy's carrying.
Yeah, doing the peacock.
Yeah, he's carrying the load. Like, whether you like him or not.
Yeah, he is.
You know, he's not playing a ton of instruments. In their defense, he played the acoustic guitar a couple times, but.
And what do they say? Mick Jagger,
He looked good, man.
during a Stones show, moves around 5 miles.
Yeah. Like if you track him with a Fitbit or something.
Yeah, if you put a tracker on him, it's about 5 miles.
Yeah, he's constantly
a night.
dancing. That's probably why he's
That's wild.
alive, you guys. I mean, he has been an active person. He has a dance studio at his house, like all of his homes.
And he just had
he's
a heart
got
attack.
dance studio.
Didn't he have
Mick
heart?
Jagger? I don't think so.
Yeah, he had heart problems. He had like emergency heart surgery. Had to
Really?
cancel a bunch of shows.
Hey, if
a couple
anybody knows
years
the
ago.
medical history of one Mick Jagger, it's Scott Rizzuto.
Yeah. Look it up.
He did.
Oh yeah, 5 facts to know: heart valve surgery.
That's ridiculous, man.
Oh,
There's 2020. There's other things going on. I didn't know.
I'm tracking dog farts and
Yeah,
got it all.
Mick Jagger's
Hospital
health
records
history.
Riz, man.
Yeah.
That's what
The
they
medical
call it.
algorithm.
Hang on, let me look up. Let me look up.
Don't get him
Mick's,
started. He
Mick's,
swears there's a connection. Don't get him started.
We gotta stop talking about Mick Jagger on this show.
He's got a dog
Damn
fart
sure
Mick
we
Jagger
know.
health bulletin board up in our office with all kinds of red yarn.
There's two things I know. It's Mick Jagger's health and dog farts.
That's right. Mick's birthday is this Friday.
He'll be 81. Right, 81?
Yeah.
According to my records.
According to the hospital.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah, Mick left the stage for a minute, probably because of a prostate issue, I'm
some
assuming.
audio here. This is from the Thunder Ridge Nature Arena. This is Keith singing.
That's Bruce Springsteen.
I see them flashing like three lights.
Boy, Ronnie Wood looks rough.
You fill my cup, baby.
Yeah.
They look like your three cool aunts.
That's the
You know what I mean? Like, Keith looks like the aunt that gives you the best candy. Like he'll give you a Kit Kat before dinner.
This is the one that's still spanking you when no
Yeah,
one's looking.
she is. She pinches you. Ronnie Wood is the aunt that pinches you when you lip off.
Now, Uncle Keith disappears for a while, and he's smoking a joint out in the garage.
Probably get a massage.
Listen, for all these years and for all these guys have been through, they look pretty damn good.
Mick's the aunt that takes you to R-rated movies.
They're pretty great, man.
Yeah, they look good.
I'm not even interested in it. It's pretty great.
Did he refer to it as Branson or Ozarks or Missouri? How did they welcome the crowd? Like, what did they say?
Did he mention Johnny
Missouri.
Morris too?
Hello, United States.
He said all of it. He goes, how many of you... He has such a weird British accent, too, if you listen to Mick talk. It's like, I can't place it. It's not like you're... He goes in and out of, like, upper
It's not
and
like
lower.
it's not like a Liverpool.
No,
the
it's
Beatles.
not.
It's almost movie-like. Like he's
and-
doing it because he's lost enough
It's
of
an
it.
amalgamation of all.
It is.
Yeah.
It also
Of
he goes
everywhere.
in and out of different class casts of...
I'm talking to Missouri right now.
Missouri. Who's that from? Kansas City. I'm just like, everyone screams like, who here's from Springfield? It's like, he named every city he could
Yeah,
think
he's
of.
waiting for the teleprompter to catch up. Who's here from Arkansas?
There's something I wanted to compliment him on. That there's no way that dude uses a teleprompter for 90% of that show. He's not in. He'd have to have it out on a rig in front of his face. Like he's coming up. He's doing this by memory.
That's amazing.
Maybe there are multiple.
As if they've been
teleprompters.
doing it for 50 years.
Yeah,
straight.
exactly. I know it's like he's old school. He's probably been doing it for so long, but it's impressive because I know how many people have the lyrics right in front of them
Yeah.
and don't really get off the mic much. I mean, they probably did like 25 or 30 songs.
I'm sure there's a teleprompter up there somewhere.
I'm sure there is. And there's probably the Hackney Diamond stuff. He's probably like backing up in front of the teleprompter.
Oh, yeah, all the
for
new
it.
stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think he needs a teleprompter for satisfaction
Right.
No.
or get off of my cloud. I'm sure he's done that 4 gazillion times.
Yeah, that song crushed.
Overall, did Keith do Happy?
Oh, from Pharrell?
I'm so happy.
No, he did the.
I love
Dude,
that's
I
one of my
love their
favorite
version
Stone
of it.
songs.
Here's what they
He's
did.
got silver.
Oh, yes, hello.
Yeah, get the set list pulled up.
Start Me Up, Get Off My Cloud, Tumbling Dice,
Ripped.
Angry, Let It Bleed, Street Fighting Man, Whole Wide World,
Ripped.
Mess It Up,
Yeah,
The
G7.
Street Fighting Man, I'm sure the place went
Ripped.
nuts.
Can't Always
that
Get What You
G7?
Want. You Got the Silver, that was Keith on vocals. A little TNA, Keith on vocals. Oh, so he did 3 back-to-back.
Yeah.
Before They Make Me Run.
That's where he would do like Happy, not the Pharrell version.
He didn't do
Yeah,
it.
Mick had to go poop or something.
Sympathy for the Devil, Honky Tonk Woman, Midnight Rambler.
Oh, Sympathy for the Devil. Did the place turn like
Crushed. Oh, dude, they changed the lighting all red.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had snakes like crawling all over the screen.
Give Me Shelter, Paint It Black, and then they
School's
Black.
out for
Close-
summer.
main
Oh, that's
set
one
with
of the-
Jumpin' Jack
that's their
Flash.
best
Encore, Sweet Sounds of Heaven, and I Can't Get No Satisfaction.
That's right. Painted Black was awesome too. The whole their whole screen like went black and white, and they cast them in a light that made them look like they were black and white, like in person.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
It was
Cool.
neat.
So, hey, listen, you saw
It was
the
a good show.
Stones.
Saw the Stones.
Check it off the list.
Hey,
Done.
here's my
It
question.
was cool, man. They brought it.
You know, because they've done a good job. I mean, all these bands that are still cruising from the 60s and 70s have done a good job, modernizing to a certain degree without kind of losing their old school class and whatever. Any pyro, lasers, any of the newer kind of just showmanship stuff as far as production goes?
I mean, the screen they had was so state of the art. Like all of the stuff that they around them.
Right,
It was
but-
like basically the entire top of the thing was a screen. The entire stage that wasn't framed up for them to play in was video. A lot of like graphic design, like all kinds of weird,
Okay,
like
so that's-
trippy stuff going on.
That stuff rather than like energy production.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot. I mean, Mick is the laser. He is he is the laser show, man. He is. They're on him. They had a jib swing out over the audience. I mean, it was
Cool.
It was
You know,
high
I say
production.
he got his moves from Tina Turner.
It's possible.
Like,
The lady that's in their band
go into
rips, too.
go into that vortex. Is look up Mick Jagger, Tina Turner, and like look at her dance back in the '60s.
Well,
70s, and
if you kind of watch it slowly, he's got this thing where he's almost like if a puppy dog was swimming and you were looking at the body under the water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Little bit.
Because his hands
He
are kind of like
points
this.
his
He's got
fingers.
paws and his fingers
Got
out,
paws.
and his forearm moves forward and backward.
He's also
and
just
it's like-
slowly peeling off layers of clothes, and then he disappears, and he's layered up again.
he's got
That's
a
his
way.
move. He comes out. He's like in a blue.
I'm
How
sweating.
much
He's
does
like in
he
a blue
weigh?
varsity jacket. It's slowly coming
I'm
off.
cold.
By the third song, it's off. Then he's got like something your aunt would wear to like a baby shower on underneath, like some kind of glittery thing that I'm like, I don't know. She got that at Marshall's or something. It's got like a puppy dog on it. And then that comes off, and he's wearing like a black sheer shirt, and then he disappears behind the drum kit, and he's got on 5 coats again. And then that's all slowly coming off.
How
and
much
I'm
you think
like,
he weighs?
Grandpa's, I was
160.
gonna say, Grandpa's
Dude.
skin and bones, man.
$112.
He gets cold quick.
Man, if he's got to weigh like 60 pounds.
It says that he's 5'10" and he weighs 160 pounds.
No.
No, that's
You know
with
what?
the clothes on.
160.
Yeah, that's
I
not-
weigh
that's not
130.
possible.
So like what? you
I
know.
believe 5'10".
Yo, I'm a solid 174 right now. And
That
How
dude
tall
is
are you?
no way.
thin.
I'm 5'7.5" on the
Okay.
bare feet.
Dude, pull up Mick at the Thunder Ridge and see if there's any videos anywhere.
Oh, there
This
is.
dude's so skinny.
So skinny.
Do you think it's
He's in
whenever
good
it's not on
shape.
the road they took weight then?
What'd you
know,
say?
He's been home for a couple of months. Maybe they took weight at that moment.
That was the weigh-in.
He was
Yeah.
bulking.
He was just chubbier at the beginning of it.
I don't know.
Mick
man.
was in a bulking phase when they weighed him.
Let's see.
There's no way.
I will say this: whether you like the Stones or not, I think after seeing them live, to me it's undisputed. They're the greatest rock band of all time. If you base it on catalog, the ability to longevity.
I mean, this is 2 years ago. Look, he's wearing size 26 pants. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, dude.
Get out.
Look at that. Look at his waist. I
Mick
feel like
Jagger
I
could-
feel like I put my hands,
Yes, and
both hands around his waist, and still touch my fingertips.
And look at him cruising, bro. I mean, his hands are moving. You know.
What happened now? Yeah, it looks great. All right, well,
Sounds great.
There it is.
5'10".
Hey, by the way, he's 11.5 stones.
Yeah. What the
By
hell is
British
that?
calculation.
well, I gotta say, man, they are for longevity catalog able to like. He said during the show, and this is mind-boggling. The first time they played Missouri was 1966. Do that math.
Right.
That's 58 years ago. So they've been performing consistently
That's
for
before
almost 60
electricity.
years.
Around the world. Not just like in their country.
That's
Around the
nuts.
whole
All
world.
right, how many kids does Mick Jagger have?
Oh, he's got like 9
30.
kids.
July 12th, 1966. Oh God. Never mind. I need to log in.
He's dated some of the most gorgeous women of all time.
Mick Jagger has 8 kids.
He's a
That
great
we
father
know of.
many.
8 kids,
Amateur.
5 women. 8 kids, 5 different women.
Mm-hmm.
And what's his young? He's got a young one, doesn't he?
Yeah, he just had a kid like maybe 4 years ago.
So
5 years
he's
ago.
80 years old now. He turns 81 in 3 days. He's got, I mean, a lot of grandchildren.
Yeah. I think he's got grandkids younger than his actual kids, too, right? Didn't he have a pretty new baby?
Yeah, he's worth $500 million, so if not more.
The Aftermath Tour, Kiel Auditorium, St. Louis, July 12, 1966. The set list is, there are no songs in this set list. Bummer.
All right, well, successful trip.
It was fun. Ran into Lern's mom. Hung out with her for a while.
Oh, yeah. You were my mom's handler. You and Tina both. I mean, my mom's the biggest Stones fan. And she snuck down. She called me yesterday. She said, I snuck down
She
to
did.
Rafe and Tina's seats. I was out in the lawn, and I just went past security. And I go, that's the move. You just got to act like you belong there.
Yeah, just
What a
like you
cool move for a mom to pull. I'm impressed. I was like, you're a badass, dude. You didn't pay the money I paid to sit down here. You just came and just weaseled your way right past security. That's a fan.
That was their 13th show.
Yeah, as long as there's no hesitancy at all, security could see fear in your eyes.
Yeah.
Well,
They know where you don't belong.
Security's the dragon. You just walk on past like you're the dragon master.
Well, and the problem here was the bathrooms were like, for that area, the reserved seating, were outside the security checkpoint. So everyone was going in and out, and they put a stamp on your hand. You could barely see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dark.
And it's dark.
They're watching.
And they're overwhelmed. There's so many people. And I was like, man, if you just walk through confidently,
Yeah, you're fine.
you're probably fine.
So get this, the Rolling Stones 1966 American tour commenced on June 24th and concluded on July 28th in Hawaii. 2 weeks prior to the start of the tour, Mick Jagger collapsed from nervous exhaustion and was hospitalized. They were supporting their album Aftermath. Last gig of the tour was Honolulu, and yes, it did play Kiel Center in July.
Ah, cool. 1966. All right, well, successful trip.
Successful
Good
trip.
accommodations.
Yeah.
Got to see the Thunder Ridge Amphitheater.
Yeah,
Gorgeous. Went to the top of the rock.
cool.
Saw the Stones. Great. A+ trip.
Oh, here's video from that show. So this is Keith. Or, I'm sorry, this is Mick. This
Mick
week.
from
What-
Sunday.
What a beautiful guitar. But I mean, he looks the same as he did a couple years ago. Killer shape. Ain't no way that guy weighs over
coughing.
$150 though.
No, it looks like he weighs 60 pounds.
Yeah, he might be 140 holding a guitar.
All right, cool.
It was cool. Had fun. And honestly, great weekend. Great bookended weekend. You know?
By the way, whenever you hear that sound, that's Lern moving the camera.
Yeah, my apologies. The people like seeing what
I
we're
know.
looking at. I moved that.
I saw, I'm assuming you guys already talked about this yesterday, but saw her rip it Thursday with Limp
Yeah,
Bizkit.
we
had a great time.
Thoroughly went into that.
And then I got to see, I bookended it with your family. You on Thursday, and then your mom on Sunday, and yeah, it was a successful, fun trip.
Cool. Anybody got a trip out to Vegas planned soon?
No.
I'm playing Reno in a couple weeks at some Las Vegas.
no, it definitely is not.
I know.
They have the good police force
know,
down
dude.
in Reno.
It definitely is
I was
not.
remember I brought the trumpet player from Punk Rock Machine, Mike, and it was his first time in California playing these shows with us in LA and San Diego, and he's like, dude, if there's any other shows, let me know. And I was like, oh, have you been to Reno?
Oh,
And he's
yes,
like, no,
Reno.
he's like, no, is it awesome? I was like, no, it's the worst.
not.
It's awful.
I remember going to Circus.
What's that? Is it one of the casinos?
Yeah.
Dude, it's just
Garbage.
The venues. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I've explored the town. I've been to the radio station and wherever the venues are, but the venues are next to just crap hole excuses for casinos that just seem like horribly disastrous, sad places.
Well, yeah, that's Reno is sad.
It is sad, dude.
It's a little drive from what? Lake Tahoe? Not far away from there.
You know, to tell you the truth, I'm not. It's on the north side of the state, right?
I think it's not far from Lake Tahoe. I think it's within
It's not
driving
far
distance.
from that or Pyramid Lake as well. It's like in between.
So we're gonna have a great rock and roll
Yes.
show in
But
Reno.
Vegas, I love Vegas. You were out in Vegas
Vegas
couple
is fantastic.
months ago for, you guys played a couple shows out there, went to the Sphere.
Vegas is great because you can do anything. I mean, you can honestly, like, I've taken my kids before, you know, not to go to Vegas, but on tour. The kids have been there, and I found plenty to do that had nothing to do with booze, nothing to do with casinos, and it was plenty of fun. You can go on date stuff and not have to do with the nightlife. You can go shopping.
Listen, of course, there's family fun if you want to find it, but there's also, adult fun. And that's why, listen, that's why I go to Vegas.
Totally.
Hadn't been there in a while. Every time I go to Vegas, I have a good time.
It is fun.
Going in a
I
couple
love it.
weeks.
Now that I know how to do it.
Are you going in a couple weeks? Mm-hmm. Now, have you ever gone with somebody that's gotten completely out of control?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Scott.
Have you been that person?
No.
Yeah.
You have been that
I've
person?
been the person and I've been with them. I've been both.
Like, how out of control were you?
Don't remember my first trip to Vegas
Oh, you don't remember it?
at all. Drove from L.A. to Vegas with a friend. Do not remember it. Don't remember the trip.
Is this like a fear and loathing thing?
Sort of. Yeah, we were pretty loaded, and like this was a long time ago in L.A. And like I kind of like there's pictures, so I know I was there, but it was like I don't remember any details.
Boozing, drugging, everything?
Little from column A, little from column B. Yeah, we were doing it all, but it was just like just a wild time. I remember like agreeing to go and getting in the car. We've all had. I mean, maybe we haven't all had those nights, but if you're a heavy drinker in your past, you probably had a night.
Guys, listen, I've had some fun in Vegas, not to the point of I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't think I was that out of control. The story that I got for out of control was my brother-in-law's wedding out there, and my wife's cousin went missing for 3 days.
Damn.
Hit it big at the slot. I don't know what he was playing. It was slots or whatever. He hit it big the first day he was there. Mm-hmm. Gave my brother-in-law a $500 chip and said, "Hey, congratulations on your marriage."
Nice.
$500 chip. Boom.
Very nice.
There it is. Didn't see him for 3 days. Okay. Came back, goes, "I'm going to need that $500 chip back."
Oh, no.
That's the best.
Nobody knows
Hey, good to see you.
where he went.
Yeah.
Or what happened.
Did he say anything? Did he
No.
tell you? He never told
He's
you?
Never told anybody.
And
Have you
that
asked again?
is the coolest part.
Next time I see him,
You're going to see if it's been enough time?
he was the one that came to town a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
out of the blue.
And you don't ask him
okay.
every other year? Hey, remember that time in Vegas?
What's
Where-
the statute?
where'd you
No,
go,
I'm going to
man?
ask him.
Statute of limitations on those stories,
Right.
the Vegas stories. I think.
I mean, it's been almost 20 years.
Yeah, that's good.
I'd say
enough time.
20 is solid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's fine.
Okay, what? Remember Eugene's wedding? What happened?
Oh, this was Eugene?
Yeah, my
This
brother-in-law.
is no. That guy?
No, that's my wife's brother's Eugene. The cousin is Marat.
Who
Yeah.
said that?
You've got
And last time he came to town, he patted me on my gut and went, "This is new."
This is no.
You've got 3 days of unlocked behavior. Can you fill in?
No idea where he went. No idea what happened. Scott, you been out of control in Vegas?
No, I mean Moon and I got close once.
That was our first time ever.
having drinks.
Yeah. And we
We were giggly. I wouldn't say
it
we were out of
wasn't
control.
fun. We got sick. We
We just drank sugar with booze. It was
well, it was our first time really drinking, and we did it on an empty stomach. We didn't know what we were doing. We went for the hard stuff, and it went pretty gnarly. And all the Avenged Sevenfold guys, all of our guys, all these bands were like, let's go out and we're partying. And Scott and I were like, we'll catch up because we had tummy aches. And then we ended up going out there and just like
Wow.
we were hanging while they were drinking, and we were eating bread.
yeah, we were sobering up. we were like, give us water.
I've been down on the casino floor, gambling, and they don't have clocks, they don't have windows, you don't know what time anything is, and you go, oh my God, you look at your watch and you go, holy cow, it's 6:00 in the morning.
Yeah. Most of
pretty fun.
our evenings would get wild to the point of crazy fun wild, and then it was bus call, so you just pile in a bunch of drunk idiots
Right.
on a bus, and then you drive to wherever.
Well, if you are in Vegas and you get to a certain hour, and you look on the casino floor and you start to look around, and you go, oh, which one of these women is a prostitute? Because they troll and they look for drunk idiots who maybe they made some money at the blackjack table, and they look to take advantage.
Really, they're milling. I mean,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never thought about it because you always see the cards. They're handing out the cards all day, and I thought it was more of like you got to call, you got to have a room.
Oh
they have to
no, there are
confirm there's
ones
a
that
room.
are in the casino.
No, I've never.
Now they're
seen
not
that.
supposed to be.
Oh, I see. Okay, so the legalized thing, it's on the up. Like they're.
But I don't know if it's
Not in Vegas.
not
do you
because
mean?
that's Clark County. I don't think prostitution
Reno's
is
legal.
legal I'm talking Vegas specifically.
Yeah, Vegas, I don't believe prostitution is technically legal.
Really?
It's not legal.
I don't think
I've
they
heard plenty
are.
of stories of people calling the numbers on those
You
cards.
can get escorts. You can have dates for the night.
You can have dates.
Prostitution is illegal in Las Vegas and Clark County.
Yeah, it's Clark County. It's illegal technically, but you could go. You could pay somebody for a date or for companionship.
Well, that's how
It's
that
only
works.
permitted in licensed brothels in 10 of the state's 17 counties.
Oh, that's why those brothels are just outside?
Right.
Oh, I never.
Right.
I never.
Yeah, the brothals were outside of Vegas,
I never understood that.
outside of the county line.
Yeah, because you see like pictures in there.
Yeah,
in
the cards
desert.
all over the sidewalk.
Like
Those
this-
aren't.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's how I thought
always
it worked.
That's what that was.
No.
Because I've heard stories of people calling those numbers, and then they verify that they have a room. And if you don't have a room, they won't come see you. They won't come see you.
Yeah.
So if you have a room, you like verify that you have a room, and then they come and there's a guy standing at the door.
Yeah, and that's for a night of companionship.
Companionship. I see. Like, hey, you want to watch ridiculousness?
Yeah, you want to watch Dumb and Dumber?
with me
Yeah.
for 17 hours?
Now,
on
now
TV?
I bring it up because I was reading a story and man, guys are so dumb. I think even when I was sitting on my computer before the show and I was shaking my head and I said out loud, guys are so stupid.
Uh-oh.
So this guy in Vegas, he's got money. Meets this high-priced escort. He was at the Bellagio on the Strip. Nice hotel. You been there, Bellagio?
Oh yeah,
Nice place.
Yeah, we were just there. Remember that's where they were doing that IndyCar stuff right in front of.
Yeah. So this guy meets this high-priced escort identified as Mariah Maleshi. Was gambling, Bellagio. Next morning, wakes up alone in his bed. Maya's gone. So was his $85,000 Rolex, $30,000 gold necklace, and $3,000 in cash. Just rolled him.
Dang.
Wow.
And police say this happens a lot. The guy wound up calling the cops. And I wonder how many guys don't call the cops.
And I wonder how
Yeah.
many cops answer the phone and go, "Wah, stupid,
Stupid.
Like, oh, wah.
Stupid.
You got too hammered in Vegas and all your stuff is gone."
So
Wah.
surveillance video shows the initial meeting, then Maya leaving the hotel wearing this giant gold chain and watch. She wound up getting caught. So he gave details on what happened. So he said he was playing blackjack at the Bellagio until 5 a.m. He was approached by Maya. I guess he's like, willing to do whatever.
Oh.
Go upstairs with her. They walk to the hotel elevator together. Do whatever transaction took place in the room. He wakes up alone in the hotel room, sees all his expensive stuff gone, realizes he's been swindled, and Maya went to the pawn shop. They found his gold necklace there. She sold that for $11,600, more than half of what he had paid for it. But the Rolex and the cash are still missing.
Man.
But just the vulnerability of just some idiots.
Yeah, you gotta be
Idiots.
safe. If you're going to do all of that, get hammered, hire a sex worker. You got to be you can't just like throw caution to the wind. Like, what are you doing?
Well, and this is such a common thing, police call it a trick roll. Police say Maya used something called a trick roll, which is when a sex worker steals stuff from a client. Trick rolls frequently reported and often take place at these, big hotels like the Bellagio. Last September, a guy at Caesar's Palace just won a huge jackpot. Woke up to find that two women stole $120,000 cash from him and his $20,000 Rolex, the one that he had just bought after winning all that cash.
Golly.
You got to give it to the ladies of the evening that can spot a Rolex, a real one. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'll follow that.
Well,
It
what
is
they
a
do is
skill.
they look for people
Must be.
they look for people who win. They're watching.
Yep. The high stakes tables, they must prowl around there and
They're watching.
Speaking of sex work, I had a conversation with a friend over the weekend. We were talking about terms, because this person was making fun of me because I don't know any the slang. Like I didn't know what run a train meant, and I found out what water sports was last week on this show. So educational. And I found out that there's another, and I'd never heard anybody talk about this before. There's a term in sex work.
New Jersey style corn dog?
No.
Oh.
Different.
No, a half and half?
No, it's called a black widow. And essentially what this is a sugar daddy who gets a sugar baby, marries them up, and has an 8-year plan to off themselves, and the woman gets the inheritance of the man. It's very strange.
What?
Never heard of that.
And it's a somehow legalized agreement, probably not legal, that the woman and man sign up for, and the terms are understood, so she gets all of the inheritance from that person.
So you agree to kill yourself?
This is a man with a plan, yes, who's going to kill himself.
In 8 years.
In 8 years. And the person gets all of the, and I'm like, there's no way that is
Legally
legal.
binding.
No.
way.
You're,
8 years,
you're
what?
essentially like,
Why 8 years?
Yeah, why is there a
I know, that's
timer?
why I said,
Why
like,
not 9 years?
weird 8-year mark.
Why not 7 years?
Also, like, can you be liable for knowing somebody's going to harm themselves and you get into that, like, voluntarily
Well,
get into that relationship?
I mean, imagine being the woman go, well, 8 years coming up.
Right. Totally traumatic, by the way, because you're married to that person. You have memories with them. And then you have this in the back of your brain that's going to happen. Like, the whole thing
Wow.
sounded insane.
I don't think if you signed up for it, I mean, yes, it would probably be somewhat traumatic, but I mean, if you're willing to sign an agreement like that, you're probably not.
A psychopath.
You're
You're
yeah.
probably a
Morally-
little psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In some way, morally bankrupt.
A little bit, yeah.
So I was
wild.
like, whoa. Very,
Especially
very
taking-
terrible.
You know, when I
Inheritance
signed
from
this
your
Black
family.
Widow pack, Harold, I thought I'd love it the day you killed yourself and I got all your money, but we're 7.5 years in and I love you.
What a
Oh, no.
touching story that would be.
Okay, so I was looking it up.
I've never heard
Me
of
neither.
this.
Right.
Two definitions on the old urban.
Right.
One is a female who feeds off the mental, physical, and material means of a male and then leaves him for dead. And then the next one is a woman who marries a man for money with the intention of killing him to inherit all that he has.
Oh, she kills him.
She becomes a widow when he dies.
Because that's what the Black Widow does. The Black Widow kills the mate.
Right. But this is a guy saying, hey, I want to be your sugar daddy. This is my plan for myself. Do you want to be part of that journey? I mean, deranged people on both sides, in my opinion.
But 8 years, it seems like a very odd.
Yeah, why 8 years?
That must be
That was a negotiation.
a particular.
It started at 10.
I bet you that happens fewer times than gals just doing the Black Widow thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you hear about that all the time. You hear about that on every one of those like crime documentaries. Every fourth one is somebody marrying somebody to take whatever they are.
Or you got your hot chick just married an old dude. Your Anna Nicole Smith, J. Howard Marshall.
Yeah, but not with the
situation.
intention to kill him.
No,
the
that
Black
they'll
Widow thing comes in.
pass
with,
away.
This is somebody that's like, I'm going to marry you, and I'm going to figure out how to kill you, to take your stuff.
Wild.
How'd you get into that conversation?
I have wild friends that we talk
Yeah.
about everything. I mean, this is what happens. See, you grew up watching Taxi Cab Confessions, and then you have
Man.
similar-minded friends that have these, which I'm happy we did talk about it because I'm like, I never heard of that before, and I wanted to share. I'm like, is this a thing?
Well, the next time that friend gets a boyfriend, are you going to feel
I'm gonna be
responsible
like,
to share?
what's going up? What's going
And I
on
was
here?
just, my lesson there was just be wary of the prostitutes in Vegas. But okay,
Maybe I saw that situation unfold at Top of the Rock, a Black Widow.
You did?
Yeah, there was an old guy with a very young, I'm talking probably a 40-year difference, maybe more. And he was mad as a hornet, dude, because we went to this sunset dinner, and it was like family style. And he had reservations that he got bumped for the Stones. He had reservations with his lady upstairs, and dude, they were. I thought it was his daughter, and then or granddaughter, and then he was sitting with these other ladies because you had to sit at like a long table, and he was just groping this girl. Like they were making out and stuff, and people at the table. It wasn't at our table; it was the one next because the ladies spilled the tea out on the sunset lawn. They're like, "That guy was disgusting," and he got up and he like yelled at a waiter and left. And it was our waiter, and I was like, "Hey, Herman, give me the tea, bud. What's going on with this guy?" And he goes, he was mad because he got bumped upstairs and he wanted to have a nice evening out with his lady. People were complaining that they were showing too much PDA at the table.
ooh,
And it was like, because we were talking trash at our table. I'm like, he's mad because they don't have dino nuggets for
Right,
his date.
yeah.
And maybe that was the situation. Maybe it was the Black Widow. Maybe she was like, maybe that guy's like, I have 8 years with this woman. You can't bump my reservation.
Yeah.
Somebody emailed in and said a lot of times it's a terminal disease thing.
Oh, really? I mean, wasn't Anna Nicole Smith got with like that guy was old.
He was in his 90s.
He was in diapers for sure.
And his name, J. Howard Marshall was his name. And he looked like the crypt keeper when they got together.
It's true.
Did he leave her anything though?
I think he left.
No, he left her a lot of money, and the family fought it.
They fought it.
That's
They
what
fought
was.
it.
That's what.
That was
the family
my point.
took her to court.
I would think this is so lit. This would be a litigious nightmare if you were like the woman who spent 8 years and you're like, well, he promised
Right.
Oh
that
my
he'd
God.
kill himself and leave me all their money. That there's someone in the family's gonna be like, nah, we're not just gonna roll over Brittany and let you have it. Got to be right.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's
they-
why Anna Nicole got taken to court.
I was about to say.
She win. I can't
I think
remember.
they would up settling.
They married in
what I
94.
think,
He
too.
was born, I think he was born in 1904.
Goodness. Wow.
Dude, but even, he was born in 1905. They married in 94. Here's the crazy thing. I was about to say, like, that guy, J. Howard Marshall, she married him at a point where I never saw him standing.
Right.
And
Yeah, he was
then
in a wheelchair.
And then I looked it up. Oh, he was in a wheelchair? And look, he's in, right here. He's in, and this is the wedding photo. Look at this. First of all, nobody there.
right.
No one
Yeah,
there.
I don't think
His friends are all dead.
And look
Who's he
at
gonna
him.
invite?
His eyes are closed. They look like they propped up
he
a
looks
body.
like a corpse.
They look
I
like
said
they
he looked like a crypt keeper. She's all hot and young.
There's a picture
And
with
voluptuous.
her on his lap where he's like, he's giving the
He
thumbs
loved
up,
her
dude.
though. I mean, that's so sad. Like he just loved her. You see the video of them. I mean,
Of course,
and she
it
was
is
so
in
sweet
90s.
to him too. But
Look at this
it was
picture of him in the
deranged.
20s, dude, or 20s or 30s. He's a good-looking dude. Like
He
look
was
at
in
this
his
guy.
20s, in the 20s.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Wild. Billionaire oil tycoon.
Yeah, and the family took him to court,
He's got
took her to
a
court.
face.
Now, I don't know. Yeah, she met him she was a stripper. And
Whoa, check this out.
he met her at a strip club.
So his first marriage ended in divorce. His second wife died of Alzheimer's in 1991 after 30 years of marriage. And that same year, his long-term mistress also died following a facelift procedure.
Wow.
Then he fell into a deep depression. And his driver, in October 1991, decided they should probably just visit a local strip
Let's just
club.
set up a strip club.
Hey, man, you're not feeling well. Your mistress just died.
The driver
You know
suggests
what
that.
you need, Jay Howard?
His staff was worried that the 86-year-old was suicidal. So the driver said, let's just drive to this Houston strip club called Gigi's in search of a new young lady.
Ugh.
Bam. Vicki Lynn Hogan, who would soon be known as Anna Nicole Smith, enters the picture.
Whoa.
She had the biggest.
So did he
boobs.
make her career? She wasn't Anna Nicole Smith, and then he like sought after her. That's
Really?
interesting. I always
No,
thought
she
that was
was
the
a
Yeah, I
deal.
thought-
stripper.
She was already famous.
No, she was a dancer at a
Smith was assigned to work the day shift because she was a mediocre dancer. That's hilarious.
So she was on the B squad.
Meanwhile, Marshall could not go out at night because he was,
Feeble.
too
So it was
old.
fate.
And 90.
So he was getting the day squad, and
He's
she
a
was
day
getting the
walker.
billionaire.
And they probably had a buffet for lunch.
He had no will to live, so I went over to see him, is what she told 2020 and 2000. He was really, really funny and brilliant. He got a twinkle in his eye, and he asked me to dance for
That
him.
was a
so I did.
cataract, Anna.
yeah,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Hey, you know what? Maybe she added a couple years onto his life.
I hope so.
Maybe.
So then he said, after giving, handed her an envelope with 10 $100 bills and said, don't go to work, my lady love. You don't have to ever go back
Well,
to work.
first day. On the first date. Oh, he gave her a Mercedes.
Right off the bat.
Start with the marriage proposals. He fell in love. You're never supposed to fall in love with a strip club.
No.
Talked
not
about this
there.
last week.
Let it sit for 18 months.
Oh, she had 42 double D breasts.
Yes, her breasts were enormous.
Wow, dude.
Oh, he basically made her career.
That's what I'm looking
Well, yeah,
at.
she was the day squad in Houston, bro. I would go ahead and say that that's not a career yet.
So he had connections then. Or he just had money.
Oh, he had money.
Fire away. Okay.
Probably got her, probably got her some headshots,
Well, I think also just,
cleaned her up.
Got to see this.
just
picture
bringing
of
her
him
to
in the
L.A.
wheelchair.
He's a billionaire tycoon. You know what I mean? So that's going to make news, is what I'm
And
saying.
open doors. Yeah, he probably got her some headshots, cleaned her up. I mean, she's a good-looking woman.
I'm just saying, like, he didn't have to do much to make her career because just the tabloids instantly on that kind of thing. Wow, he had already given her $1 million.
Hugh Hefner saw her go, that old guy, and was like, well, what have we here?
Mr. Burns.
Look at this quote. Look at this quote when they're describing what they wore to the wedding. The bride wore cleavage.
Hell yeah. That's right.
Oh,
I
man.
just love that Hugh Hefner was like in his 70s, and he's like, well, I'm a young buck for her.
Oh, 11 people were at the wedding.
And he assured the 11 people that his 26-year-old wife,
10 lawyers.
for whom he had already purchased $1 million of jewelry, he adored.
Okay, well, hey, if he was happy, he had a couple years left to live.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure his family was like, how much did you leave her?
I'm just saying she didn't have to enter into a Black Widow agreement because
the
8
clock
years was
ticking.
kind of implied. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like 8 years was a stretch.
We weren't getting to 8 years.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, this seems like the move if you want to keep the money on a legal standpoint.
Oh, she did not get a
She
penny.
didn't get any of it.
So he was worth $1.6 billion. She did not get a penny of it.
No, they were wrapped up in, it says that the legal wrangling continued for so long that it outlived both of them.
Whoa, so she died before even that was all buttoned up. Whoa. Sad ending to her life.
The
Yeah.
son died of a brief and extremely aggressive infection in 2006.
Yeah, the son died and then she died.
So both people fighting over the money died before they ever
before it
got
got
the
settled.
money.
Before.
I wonder who got it because she has a kid.
Well, yeah, with Howard J. Stern.
No,
or somebody?
the other guy,
that
the
other
surfer.
guy.
Yeah,
guy,
the good hair guy.
guy looked like Kato Kalin's brother.
That's right.
Oh, man, what was his name?
I don't know, dude. He kind of looked like
Because
Keith Urban.
the daughter's like 14 or 15 now, looks exactly like 14 or 15, looks exactly like her.
The guy looked like Keith Urban's like conservative brother that like didn't go into music and just was like, yeah,
Howard K. Stern
Howard
was a
Costco.
lawyer who loved her. Remember they had a reality show.
that's
Yeah.
right.
The lawyer was Howard K. Stern. Man, what was the guy that knocked her up? What was his name?
Tim?
Howard K. Stern.
Jim?
That was the lawyer.
Danny Lynn's father. That's her daughter's father.
Hey, friends close to Anna Nicole Smith said that she really loved billionaire J. Howard Marshall.
What a tragic ending.
Terrible.
All right. Guys, we got to move on.
All right.
But first,
After that, pick me up.
went down the Anna Nicole Smith rabbit hole.
Larry Burkhead,
Larry
Yeah, that's who
Larry
I'm thinking
Burkhead,
of.
that's it.
guy with
He's
the good
raising
hair.
the kid, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought that was his kid with her.
It says here, Smith claimed that Danny Lynn's father was Howard K. Stern. However, DNA test took place, determined Danny Burkhead, or Larry Burkhead.
Larry Burkhead, yeah. Because it looks like him. Howard
you
K.
go.
Stern was like the guy kind of in charge of her life, and he was a shady figure himself.
He represented a couple of people, didn't he?
Did he? Oh, I thought it was just her. He was like a weird, remember they had a reality show? It was a weird thing.
Right.
Today's Team Riz Remember the Day is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Hit up happy hour weekdays from 3 to 6 o'clock for $4 pizza, burgers, or wings at Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From St. Peters, Missouri, Carrie Coucher is today's team of the day. Carrie, longtime loyal Riz Show listener, has two sons that are on their way to being loyal listeners as well. She feels like she's the mixture of both myself and Lern and will always be jealous of her husband for getting the chance to meet Jeff before his passing. Carrie's favorite segments, Friday Fails, and she loves how the show always feels like close buddies hanging out with each other every morning. Carrie Coucher from St. Peters is our Team Riz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz.
Get along like me.
All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams. 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails. RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. Match up with Moon coming up in a little bit. Your chance to win your way into the Point Big Summer Show with the Red Hot Chili Peppers next Tuesday over at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. We have the Riz Show Fast Lane Home Run Derby coming up on Saturday. Car Shield Field up in O'Fallon, Missouri. That's where the O'Fallon Hoots play. I plan on hitting the cages today, guys. If anybody wants to join me.
What time?
Around 11. I know Rafe's got a number 2 show today.
I'm with you.
All right, you with me?
I'm
with
down.
All right.
I'll come after.
All right, after the number 2 show,
I mean, that's about the time I'll be
take
getting
some
done.
cuts.
Heck yeah.
You guys got a bat that I could use? Is that the bat?
Well, So I got one bat, and then thanks to our friends over at Jaw Bats, dude, they just sent us. Look at that new bat
it
we
is
got.
incredible.
It looks like an ice cream cone.
That's one of the coolest bats I've ever seen.
So our friends over at Jaw Bats, they make these handcrafted custom baseball bats.
Dude, it's a waffle cone with sprinkles on the strawberry ice cream. I'm looking at their website, and they have one that's designed like a banana. I mean, they're the coolest designed
They have
bats
a
I've ever
pencil
seen.
one as well.
Yeah.
I'm glad they brought some because we had Rizzuto live in March, and I took my husband's bat to swing at the rage wall, and then I left it at the pageant, and it's gone.
Oh, it's gone?
Yeah, so I don't have a bat anymore.
I think we need to get you a lighter bat.
Yeah, this isn't going to work for me. I'm going to throw
We
my...
need to get you a lighter bat.
But their website's jawbats.com.
Yeah, Jaw Bats. They do custom
This one might work.
And they're out of Kansas City. It's awesome.
custom bats. They're coming out with a line of aluminum baseball, slow pitch, and fast pitch bats.
We're coming for you, Stalter.
Listen, I had not swung a bat since the last time I went to the cages last year. So I gotta get the rust off.
It's going to feel good.
So listen, it's gonna be a
We're
good
gonna be
time
great.
up on Saturday. I got some friends coming up. Rick Ankeel's gonna be there. Brian Jordan. What other Cardinal players gonna be up there? I think more TBAs.
Those are the
to
ones
be
that I
announced.
remember. Let's see if they have added any.
Well, they do like a regular home run derby with some of the Hoots players or some of those league players.
Yeah, it's a bunch of different players from that league, and they're always good. Remember?
It's always
Yeah.
great.
There's some college kid that's hitting, and he's got some crazy nickname. It was the coolest nickname.
But it's
Eric
listen,
Sim is also in there.
it's gonna be a good night up at the ballpark, up there in O'Fallon. We have a good time every year. Come join us this Saturday,
Yeah, 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Car Shield Field up in O'Fallon. Tickets are still left.
Great weather, too. We're going to have excellent weather for it this year. Last year it was so hot.
Rafe's not gonna wear jeans.
Cool.
We're in it to win it.
Oh, I'm not going to wear
See the Riz Show take on the fast lane.
jeans and work boots were last year.
Not this year.
It was 112 degrees.
All right, Rick Ankiel, Brian Jordan, Pete Cosma, Eric Sim.
Oh, Pete Cosma's gonna be there.
That's what it
That's
says.
pretty cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they got
This'll
a
be
whole
fun, man.
autograph
I'm excited.
session. You can meet the players, all that kind of stuff. Plus, we're
Kids love it.
Oh,
we're
Brian
gonna
Jordan's doing autographs, huh?
chilling.
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
Are you going to tell him about your experience you
Yeah,
had
of course. I'm
with
gonna
him
tell
not signing your...
That's not an ear thing.
Not only am I going to tell him,
I don't remember this story. What happened?
we're going to wrestle.
Yeah, tell him he
Brian
wasn't.
Jordan's going to beat the hell out of me. Oh, when I was a kid, it's like 12 probably. My friend and I went to a Cardinals game, and it was like the first time the parents kind of like, they were there, but they let us go. And we were like walking back to it was my friend's parents bought the tickets. There was like a hotel or something. It was a Pirates-Cardinals game. Because it was Van Slyke got traded. It was the Brian Jordan era, the Brian Jordan, Ron Gant era of the Cardinals. And I saw Brian Jordan. He was sitting in a parking lot in his car. And we were like, holy smokes, that's Brian Jordan.
Holy
dude.
smokes.
Holy
That was a
smokes!
good
Yes.
save.
Holy smokes. Soup Can Johnson.
Holy shnikes! Yes.
Holy smokes, that's Brian Jordan. And we went up. He had the window cracked, and like he was on a cell phone, but it was like an old car phone, I think. I don't remember. And we're like, Mr. Jordan, we're a huge fan, man. Can we get an autograph? And he goes, catch me some other time, and slowly rolled the window up on both of us.
Never forget.
And I was like, oh, I'll catch you another time, Brian Jordan, because I'm 12 and we run in the same social circles.
Oh,
sorry.
that other time
You're,
has
Has
come.
come.
you're
Yeah.
catching him at another time.
That's you damn right.
So he was right.
He was
he
right.
was.
Yeah, catch him
Wow.
at another time.
Yeah.
He was right.
Turns
like
out
this.
he knew.
He knew when I
He'd
was
see you again when you
in
appreciate
my
it
mid
more.
40s, yeah, when I would appreciate it. When I
20
don't care at all.
So you told us 30 years later.
Yeah.
He better sign something.
30 years later,
I want to make him sign his card and then rip it up.
that other time has come.
I hope. Oh man, I hope I don't want to say this. I
What
hope
if he told me no again?
I was gonna say I hope I catch him before you do, and I'm gonna tell him like, hey, when this guy with the number 2 hat when he shows up, tell him whatever he asks. Just tell him catch me another time,
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
please, Mr. Brian Jordan. I will give you $5.
Honestly, that'd be a baller move on his part.
Catch me another time.
Yeah, he's going to say, did you pay?
Yeah.
Did you pay for the autograph session? Catch me in
Kiss me
another
next year at the home run derby.
Oh, we'll be,
All right, Jordan, you have me
we'll be in the
twice.
locker room with those guys.
I'm sure he's a cool dude. I caught him on a bad day, but
Who knows what was going on in his life?
But either way, my grudge is real. Brian Jordan, Fred Durst. You're both on the list.
Both on the list now. You guys know what mukbangs are, right?
Yeah.
The old mukbang. Extreme eating.
Yeah.
It's an internet thing. It's an internet thing, and there are some stars in the mukbang world. Mukbanging is basically consuming large amounts of food.
Sometimes.
While
Sometimes
people
it's
watch.
just eating and reviewing.
Oh, so there are multiple definitions of it?
I think
Well, I
so.
think it's just watching. I think it's just
Watching people eat is a mukbang.
Yeah.
Like when you're watching someone eat a certain food and tell you how they feel about it, that's the definition. But there are extreme mukbangs like that avocado guy.
Oh, Nikocado avocado.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of different...
And he had to lose a bunch of weight because he was going to die or something.
There are a bunch of different streamers out there, whether it be on Twitch or whether it be on
Right.
TikTok or whatever. They consume large amounts of food, and people watch, and they're making money doing this. They get millions of views.
when you boil down Guy Fieri, he's a mukbanger basically. Because everything I watch, I have to see him talk to somebody, and then he's
And he's eating.
He's
Bourdain,
eating it.
too. Bourdain was a mukbanger as well.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah, I guess so. An extreme eater died in front of people watching. She binged on food for hours,
Wow.
and this is all during a live stream. 24-year-old woman.
What, did she choke?
No.
Oh, no.
24-year-old woman from China. Her name is Pan Xiaoting. An autopsy showed that her stomach was deformed and full of undigested food. So her live streams reportedly lasted for up to 10 hours and involved her eating around, what's 10 kilograms to pounds?
660 is 300 kilo. Okay. So she weighed 660
22
pounds.
pounds.
So she would eat 22 pounds of food in a sitting.
Damn.
So she would live stream 10 hours and consume around 22 pounds of food.
She decided to leave her job as a waitress to dedicate herself fully to mukbang.
So she was taking part in this live stream, and she had consumed a whole bunch of food while interacting with the audience real time. And they say tragedy struck. Now, she had been hospitalized before with gastrointestinal bleeding, but she continued doing this mukbang stuff. And basically, her stomach burst.
Oh my
Just had to
gosh.
have
So she,
that one
bled
last
out.
sweet pea, huh?
Did you see this? She was hospitalized for another stomach hemorrhage
Yeah.
caused by overeating and resumed compulsive eating the day after.
Right. It emerged. She had been hospitalized before for gastrointestinal bleeding, and she was told, you got to stop doing this. But nope. Nope. Did it the next day. And I think she probably bled, internal bleeding,
That's
bled
terrible.
out.
But she expired on film?
Yep.
Like on the stream?
Yep.
Gosh dang, man.
Yep. Yeah, it's a big. It originated in South Korea back in the mid 2000s, and over the last 10 years, this mukbang thing has become. I mean,
Is this encouraging people to hurt themselves? Like, is this kind of like somebody encouraging suicide or something?
I don't know, man.
somebody called it, gluttony at its finest.
It's so
It is that.
dumb.
But I mean, what's the difference between that and Nathan's hot dog eating contest?
Nothing.
Besides the live crowd.
And the sponsorship.
And the sports aspect of it, who could do the most.
Well, you could tie a string over
Sure.
to even, Jackass or different things like that. But the difference there is that
It's extreme challenges.
that they're saying this is done by professionals. Don't do this at home. Whereas the live stream stuff, I mean, but then again, you got that wrestler kid that jumps on a barbed wire and all that dumb crap. you know what I mean? Like, I mean, yeah, whatever that guy's doing.
Yeah, I love that guy.
So I mean, of course you do.
that
Of course you
I
do.
do love that guy.
So I mean, it's all in the same weird ball of wax,
It's freak show, and I can't stop watching.
It's attention. It's hurt myself for the attention, and this isn't all that different.
I guess so.
I mean, 22 pounds of food.
Right.
In the sitting.
This seems like a lot.
It's a lot, Scott. It's a lot. All right, today is July the 23rd. Back in the day, 120 years ago, 1904, right here in St. Louis during the World's Fair, the ice cream cone was invented. On this day.
Which is why we have the baseball bat.
You're welcome, world.
40 years ago today in 1984, Vanessa Williams became the first Miss America to give up her title. Does anybody know why?
Because she was in Playboy or something, right?
She resigned after it was discovered that she had posed for lesbian nude photos for Penthouse.
That's what it was.
And by the way, and the little fun fact about that is, it's illegal to own or trade that issue unless the centerfold is removed, because that was the one with underage Tracy Lords as the centerfold.
She got lucky in a weird way.
Yeah.
Because he can't distribute that one.
31 years ago today in 1993, Michael Jordan's father, James, was murdered on U.S. Highway 74 near Bennettsville, South Carolina, when he stopped to take a nap in his Lexus. The guy who did it is serving a life sentence. That same day, the Coneheads movie came out.
Love that
Dude,
movie.
That is one of the best movies
Best
ever.
Chili Pepper song.
Soul to Squeeze.
IMO. Soul to Squeeze.
Soul to Squeeze.
My favorite one.
28 years ago, 1996, Fiona Apple releases her debut record Title featuring the song Criminal. That same day at the Atlanta Olympics, Kerri Strug made her final vault despite torn ligaments in her left ankle, clinching the gold for the U.S. women gymnasts and earning their first ever Olympic team gold medal. 13 years ago today in 2011, Amy Winehouse dies of alcohol poisoning. She was
21.
27.
27.
Part of the 27 Club. And 6 years ago today in 2018, the National Transportation Safety Board urged people to stop doing the In My Feelings Challenge. Does anybody remember what that was?
In My Feelings.
The In My Feelings Challenge. The NTSB came out and said, you got to stop doing this. Does anybody remember what this was?
No.
It feels like crying in the car or something.
The
but-
NTSB, they sell tires, right?
This is the National Transportation Safety
Security.
Board.
National Tire and Batteries.
The In My Feelings Challenge
In My Feelings
was
challenge.
when morons would jump out of their car
Oh, yeah.
And scream
and
In My
dance to
Feelings?
Drake's song outside as the car is rolling.
Oh, God.
I do remember this.
Yeah, that
I've
was
just
cool.
blacked that out of my brain.
I don't remember that.
Oh, these were great. The videos of the In My Feelings Challenge going wrong is the best.
What was the
Those are the best.
what was the other one where you jump on the hood? Ghost riding or something? Is that what that was?
When you ghost ride the whip.
Yeah, this was just a different version of that. I guess.
This is when the car would be rolling, you get outside, you dance to the song, and you're supposed to jump back in the car. But there were times when the car door would lock.
No,
Just get away.
Or the
some
car-
people fell. Ran
yeah,
over. One
people would
person
fall
got
and
their
get run
ankles
over.
shattered by their own back tire.
Worth it, though, right?
Worth it.
Because they were trying to do like a, I don't know what. I
Hey,
don't know
guys,
the
smash
dance,
that like
but
button.
It was, yeah. Like the dance was kind of like the shoestring thing, you know. They're like crossing over, and then they'd trip and then run over themselves.
I'll say it again.
Love it.
Too many people with licenses.
And the NTSB was like, guys, come on. Enough.
Take the license.
All right, that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
Yesterday, we touched on Slash canceling his show dates, and the news broke later in the show that it's because his stepdaughter, Lucy Blue Knight, had died at the age of 25. They still are not saying what she died from. There's an autopsy that's going to possibly reveal, but in a statement, it says that she was incredibly talented as an artist, a passionate dreamer, a charming, lovable, sweet soul who passed away peacefully on Friday.
So his stepdaughter. So
Stepdaughter.
is he remarried?
I believe so. Yeah. Who was
now
his first wife?
Perla.
Perla.
Perla was his first wife.
And they have 2 kids together. And I believe this is his second wife.
Okay, and this is her daughter.
Her daughter.
That's very sad.
It's terrible. Ozzy Osbourne is the subject of a new 72-page coloring book titled Ozzy Osbourne, the Official Coloring Book. It's going to be published today by Fantune, so if you're a fan or know an Ozzy fan, pick it up. Lenny Kravitz has gotten into the lemonade business. He's teamed up with Pressed Juicery for Blue Electric Light Lemonade.
He's got to do
Ozzy-
something since I haven't heard a song since '96.
Ozzy doing coloring books. Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath doing cologne. And now Lenny Kravitz
Doing
doing
lemonade.
his own lemonade.
I'm down.
Lenny Kravitz puts out stuff.
He just had a new record come out called Let
He
Love
puts
Rule.
stuff out.
Yeah, it's not
And a
like
book.
it's not
That was
like
great.
radio stuff. It's
No, I do remember that song.
like Lenny Kravitz.
You gotta let love rule.
That was an older one though.
Oh,
Kravitz says-
98.
I mean older.
What? I thought she just said it was new.
Let Love Rule, I thought was the book
Let
title
Love
and the
Rule.
album title. No?
Was an old song.
Oh, well, that's his book's title. I don't know all the discography. I'm sorry. Kravitz says this vibrant lemonade captures the essence and energy of blue electric light while promoting inner health. And so it's available in New York, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and Austin. Not here. A pair of John Lennon's blue tinted round glasses are headed to auction, along with a collection of photographs taken of the Beatles at Abbey Road Studios. He gave the glasses to a man who visited the famous recording studio in 1968. They're expected to sell around $4,000 at the July 31st auction at the Fairley Golf Club in Surrey, England. Mastodon drummer and vocalist Bron Daler says the band is working on new music for 2 different projects, but it's not going to be a double album if you follow Mastodon. Smashing Pumpkins have announced they're dropping a new album on August 2nd called Agori Mori Me, which in Latin stands for I am about to die or I am working on my death.
Okay, so new Pumpkins record coming out in when?
August 2nd.
August, okay, so they'll be here soon.
Yes, the 13th album was Billy Corgan looking back at his band's early days. He says he wasn't trying to be sentimental about reflecting on those days, but rather looking at the balance of success and failure that our ways of making music from 1990 to 1996 would still inspire something revelatory.
They're here in August, correct?
I believe so. Deftones guitarist Steph Carpenter has opened up about his 2022 decision to stop playing international shows with the band. Now, Steph is a flat earther. He doesn't believe that the earth is round. And he was on a rock feed talking about his anxiety about being stuck overseas with the pandemic regulations, made him even more anxious about traveling outside of the States. He says, my number one reason was I literally can end all that anxiety by just not doing it. Number 2 is the last thing I want to do is go any place far off, and then they're just going to have to go into lockdown because...
And get stuck there.
And he says, I become a refugee somewhere where I can't even get back to my house. I was like, at a minimum in this country, I could walk myself home if I had to. It might take me a long time, but I would
Right.
get there.
I feel him.
I feel him too.
Honestly, and I like that first little part of it where he's like, what? You know, I don't have to do that stuff.
I mean, he's made his livelihood from being in Deftones.
Like, why should I have to put myself through anything when I don't have to?
Right, but I mean, luckily the guys in the Deftones are being cool and being like, we love you. We'll get a touring musician to come out with us. No big deal. We'll play with Steph here in the States. And they're appeasing him. But I wonder how long that's going to go on, you know?
Man, I don't know. I hate to see people live in fear.
Same.
You know, and that's pretty intense.
It doesn't sound like fear, though.
It
just sounds
My
like
brother,
a little,
that is not normal.
a little anxiety. Like, why should I put myself through that if I don't have to?
Well, let's just say that maybe you do have to because other lives depend on the decisions that you guys have made for many decades. And I love Steph. I had great experiences with the guy. I think he's a peaceful, awesome dude. I really like him. I love that band, and I'm not saying this as a fan. I'm saying this as a band member. That is rough to do to your fellows.
Right.
And it is based on fear. So I'm saying I'm not faulting the guy. I'm saying like I would make as many efforts as I can to work
Yeah.
through this.
And I'm going to say, as a fan, I want to see Steph on stage. I mean,
Well,
we're
good. You
already
live in
down
the States,
cheap. No,
so
I
you're
know.
fine.
Like, I'm fine. But if I were a European person, like, you know, I'd be bummed. I'd be like, man, we're already down a member of this band. Now we're down 2.
Yeah, right.
Like, Chino's great. I love him. But, like, you want to see all those guys up there
Dude,
together.
losing Chi was horrible. It was horrible.
And that's the original bassist, yes.
Yeah, and that band's been through. That band has been through a lot.
country in the world.
Right.
That band's been through a lot, and they're like
All the Deftones
they're
here.
cruising right now. This is a good time for that band. They're cruising. You know what
Well,
I mean? And
tough noogies if you live in Paris.
I'm not talking about fans. I'm talking about the band members. It sucks.
Justin Timberlake is the lone holdout standing in the way of an NSYNC reunion.
Damn it.
I know you're upset. Supposedly, multiple promoters have pitched the guys for a stadium tour. They're celebrating their 25th anniversary next year. So Lance Bass, Chris Kirkpatrick, Joey Fat One and JC Chazez, or whatever the hell his name is.
Shazay. Come on.
They're down.
Shazay.
She's not pronouncing it right.
Justin is not responding.
She's not a fan.
I'm not a fan.
You're doing that on
He's not a
purpose.
great singer. It's fine.
Now, it's partly because JT is focused on his own world tour, which takes him to Poland this weekend. But the guys are disappointed. They think the timing is perfect. Like I said, 25th anniversary. The Trolls band together drummed up interest from the band.
So they want to do a stadium tour with the original NSYNC
Yeah,
group.
promoters are coming at him.
Okay, of course they are.
was
Now there's a band where his decisions are they do need it.
Right.
Like, hey, bruh, financially, we could use you. And
Yeah.
honestly, it seems like he kind of needs it right
If
now.
JC Chazé decides not to do it, they'll be fine.
Right. If JT decides
Only
not
in the
to.
States.
Yeah.
Shazay only in the States.
So, but they said that they're willing to do it without him, right?
No, they're bummed.
That was my wife's favorite, by the way.
I believe.
They had a meeting in New York yesterday to discuss the future of the group and what it could look like if they move ahead, but they're not going to do it.
Without him.
I'm not going. NSYNC girls are not going unless JT is there. You need the full deck. We want them all.
The full deck or
No.
JT? and
No,
Sonny?
you don't need the full deck.
We want the full deck.
I'll give you Joey Fatone.
My wife's only flaw is that she likes the JC guy the best.
Oh, really?
Oh, for sure.
He is pretty cute.
No JT, no NSYNC.
That's what I'm saying. So, guys, have you ever thought about, sex scenes in movies and you're like, how do guys not get aroused during those sex scenes? Well, usually there's an intimacy coordinator, right?
I thought about it, but I'm always telling myself, there's like camera people around.
Yeah, there's all these people on. All you got to do is think about baseball or something.
And it's not the most sexy kind of situation.
Yeah, but you're mouth to mouth.
Yeah,
You're
it's-
kissing
yeah, it's
the
still
most
pretty
beautiful
sweet.
people in the world.
Yeah.
How do you not?
No, I'm sure it's.
I think they do. I've
sure it's
read
fine.
articles where
sure it
people
happens.
or dudes have popped one.
Yeah, Michael Caine's acting book, he says that he always tells any actress that he's about to have a scene with that involves this. He's like, I'm sorry if I get excited, and I'm also sorry if I don't.
That's
He
a good
apologized
rule.
both ways. Yeah.
Well, intimacy coordinator, a woman named Brooke Haney, she says, I tell actors to do a few push-ups and some jumping jacks to get the blood to a different location, and we're usually all good. She says some people who play lovers on screen end up coupled in real life, but she says her job is to keep it 100% professional. Quote, one of the jobs of an intimacy coordinator is to make sure that we are making everything on the set work. So she's not in charge of controlling what the actors do in their personal time, but just in their business time, what they're
Right.
controlled to do. So if she can see people getting kind of steamy, this woman's got a new book out about this, which I think is pretty interesting. And she's watching, and if she sees things start to progress, she's like, let's time out, do some
Oh.
push-ups.
What a
I got the
gig.
boner alarm.
I got
What a
the boner
gig.
alarm.
Oh, the boner alarm's going off.
What a gig. Just to stare and
Is that
watch
like the
for
lunk alarm
boners.
at Planet Fitness?
Tell people to do push-ups,
Yeah.
watch for boners, and call timeout.
Yeah.
Time, guys.
How do you get that
Hey.
gig?
Hilarious.
Do some jumping jacks.
Oh, drawbridge down, timeout.
Sharon Stone is going to play the new villain in Bob Odenkirk's Nobody 2. Moon sent me this. Odenkirk is repeating his role as a mild-mannered family man who is secretly a former government assassin. And so we don't know what Sharon Stone's going to be doing, but she's going to be the villain in the
You
movie.
loved that movie.
Love it.
You
I loved it
talked
too.
to that movie up so much.
Love it. Because I felt like it wasn't getting the press it deserved. That and The Beekeeper.
Yeah.
Saw The Beekeeper again.
Are you being serious?
Saw it twice.
No
much
way.
violence.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
So good I watched it
Check
twice.
it out. I'll check it out on the next flight. It's one of the top picks on the flights
And you know
every
what?
time.
What?
It is what it is. It's Jason Statham
Keeping bees.
keeping bees and beating people up.
Oh, well, then I've already seen it.
Rumors have been swirling about Taylor Swift making a cameo appearance in Deadpool and Wolverine, fueled by her close friendship with star Ryan Reynolds and his wife. Despite the speculation and fan hopes, Ryan has confirmed that the megastar does not appear in the upcoming Marvel film. While Swift won't be in the film, Reynolds has high praise for her comedic talent, suggesting that she could potentially take over the Deadpool role in the future.
Oh, my God.
Telling E! News, because I know you care, Moon, I always do say that if anyone were ever to take over the role of Deadpool, actually Taylor would be very good, because
No, you
that's a superpower that I don't think she knows
No.
everyone.
You know who's going to be? In 4 hours, we're going to give a press release that Jelly Roll is in Deadpool.
I was going to ask you,
That's what's coming
there's
next,
your
guys.
Wolverine Deadpool news.
Yeah.
What's Jelly Roll up to?
Honestly,
news today,
that would
honestly.
be very funny. Like a
They
jelly
share
roll
a
in the
PR
Deadpool,
person?
Deadpool suit from an alternate universe would be very, very funny.
Gosh.
And finally, it's been a slow news day, you guys. I'm sorry. Cybertrucks now are in Fortnite. Players of the game Fortnite will now have the option of using a Tesla Cybertruck as a combat vehicle. The truck, which costs over $100,000 out here in the real world, is the latest exotic vehicle to appear in the world of Fortnite, joining other hot rides, including Lamborghinis and Ferraris. Also, I sent to our group chat last week a wrapped Cybertruck with Eddie Van Halen's Frankenstein patterns, and nobody gave a damn. And I thought that was really cool.
I gave a damn at home, and just nobody saw it.
Yeah, I was working, but that is the only cool thing about a Cybertruck I've seen so far.
Trashy and fantastic.
I want to drive
I'm very
one.
excited.
I would like to drive one.
I hope you do.
Jacob on the feedback says, Moon, save yourself. Beekeeper is just awful. You're awful, Jacob.
Okay.
I will say myself. As soon as he explained it, I feel like I saw the whole movie.
No.
Yes,
You need to see it.
Your movie reviews are about 70%. They're about a C's.
I'm a terrible movie reviewer, honestly. I like what I like. I like most things.
You do?
As far as movies go?
Oh.
I hate most people. I like most things. That's Scott Rizzuto.
No,
Scott Rizzuto.
I have a hard time, not liking a movie.
Really?
It's really got to be, egregiously bad for me not to like it.
Really, what's the last thing you saw that you hated?
Egregiously.
There was something in the theater that you were real upset about.
You fell asleep during Despicable Me 4.
But
Don't count.
But that doesn't mean I hated it.
A couple years back, you saw something that you hated. What the heck?
I really didn't love the new Ghostbusters.
The Frozen Empire?
Yeah, I didn't love it. But I didn't hate it.
Okay.
I don't know. The magic of the movies just gets me.
Look at you.
I think the last thing that I
Magic of the
hated-
movies, guys.
Scott Ebert.
Last little bit of your inner child still alive.
Yeah, I still love. I love the movies. I love going to the movies.
Yeah.
Last one I think I hated was that second or third Jurassic World. What a pile.
That I didn't like.
Oh, yeah, what a pile. Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Lily Simmons, that's the new Clementine on Westworld. Also Selena Kyle on the Gotham series is 31. Daniel Radcliffe is 35. By the way, that movie I was talking about yesterday with his stuntman, it's called The Boy Who Lived, and it is awesome. And it's on Max, I believe. Tom Meissen, that's Ichabod Crane on Sleepy Hollow. Also in the Watchmen series is 42. Monica Lewinsky is 51. Nomar Garcia Parra, the only player in MLB history with that last name. And he's one of only 13 players to ever have scored 2 Grand Slams in the same game. He's retired and analyzing for Sportsnet now. He's 51.
And Nomar is Roman spelled backwards. I think that's why he's named that.
Ramon.
Ramon.
That's it. Ramon.
Ramon.
Ramon. Catherine Hahn from
Ramon, yeah.
from WandaVision and Transparent and Crossing Jordan and Bad Moms is 51.
I love her.
Marlon Wayans is 52. Allison Krauss is 53. Gary Payton, retired NBA Hall of Famer, known as the Glove. What a
The Glove.
What a nickname. Is 56. Stephanie Seymour is 56. Slash is 59. Eric LaSalle from ER and Will Munson and Logan is 62. Woody freaking Harrelson, who we were just talking about, is 63. Martin Gore from Depeche Mode is 63. Eddie McClurg, Mr. Rooney's secretary.
Edie.
Oh, sorry. Edie McClurg in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Also Hogan Family and the Lost Tourist in the Cars movie is 79. And Ronnie Cox, Captain Bogomil from Beverly Hills Cop from those movies. And also Drew in Deliverance is 86 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Annie Sprinkle. That's right. Happy birthday, Annie Sprinkle.
It's a cool name.
And today's birthday girl has been in 117 fine films, including The American Adventures of Sherlock Holmes,
Oh.
Fetish Bonanza, not the Honeymooners, but the Hornymooners.
Why? One of these days.
One of these days, Annie.
Pow.
She was in the Kinky World of Annie Sprinkle, Pain Mania, Satan Was a Lady, Slippery When Wet, Too Hot to Handle, and Who Could Forget a Role, and 1995's The Wet Crotch Saloon. Annie Sprinkle is 70 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll give away some Chili Pepper tickets. It's time for Match Up with Moon. That's right. So we need 4 people on the phone.
Okay.
You guys will pick Team Moon or Team Riz. King Scott will ask 5 questions. Whoever gets the most questions right, our respective teammates will win their choice of prizes. Or just one prize. We've got Chili Pepper tickets. Chili Pepper's big summer show happening next Tuesday. July 30th at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. Oh, by the way, I put into AI, write me a theme song for Match Up with the Moon.
Oh, fun.
So I got 4 options. I'll play them for you after the break.
Okay.
We'll see which one you guys like. Match Up with the Moon is next. So you guys, the number 1 show is the number 2 show today. Rafe Williams will be your host.
That's right.
Open up the bathroom stalls. Number 2 show starts at 10:15.
10:15. You can call 818-532-1420 if you would like to be on the show. Today we'll be discussing all sorts of stuff, from serial killers to the Rolling Stones to a secret topic that I'm going to keep quiet for my 15 minutes with Riz up top. So if you want to call in and chat, 818-532-1420, or email me right now on the Riz Show channels, and just subject line number 2 show. If you got a question or something you want us to chop it up about, maybe we'll read your email live on the number 2 show on the Point YouTube channel at 10:15 today.
Great. All right, guys, let's give away some stuff. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna play Match Up with Moon. Match Up with Moon is what's gonna happen, and I put into the songwriting AI, like, hey, write me a Match Up with Moon theme song.
This is exciting.
So this is what AI came out with 4 different options. Let's see which one you guys like. Here's this one.
Get ready for the game. It's time to stake your claim. Now every single night, you just want to take the prize and win.
Yeah, I like it so far.
Play with Moon. Play with Moon. Match up with Moon. Match up with Moon. Face off with Riz. Face off with Riz. Who's got the quiz? Who's got the quiz?
No, you don't like that one?
No.
Okay, all right.
Lame.
It went lame. Lame my ass.
Play with Moon. Play with Moon.
I feel like I walked into a prize closet at Six Flags.
Okay, all
It was
right.
like the candle from Beauty and the Beast singing to you or something, you know?
Yeah,
like,
that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know more of that.
Just trying to throw a ring around a 2-liter bottle.
I like that one. Okay, fine. Maybe you like this one.
It's thrilling when the questions come together.
I already know?
No. We don't need the Beatles to be a part of this.
Hey, you got to give it a chance.
No.
It's thrilling when the questions come together. But time ticks down so fast. So fast.
Sweet.
Getting into the beat.
Match up with Moon.
It's getting better. It's getting better.
Okay.
I don't know.
I want to make an argument for this one.
That Beach Boys chorus was the only part.
That sounds like
The
the
thing
Monkees
that's
almost.
agreed, but given the nature of the argumentative nature of this show, to have
Yeah.
such a feel-good theme song is very funny
Yeah,
to
this
me.
is supposed. We're fighting. This is energy up.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, did you throw an energy up in there? You didn't. You forgot to plug that
This is
into
AI. This is AI.
AI.
Angela.
Here's another one.
Match up with Moon. Test your brain and race the clock.
I like this one.
Faced off with Riz, try your luck. 2 rounds of trivia, fun don't stop. Who'll take the crown? Gonna rock.
That's the first thing Marcy Playground's been commissioned to do since
Marcy Playground,
1996.
get out of here.
Sounded like someone covering a Tom Petty song.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, really? I thought that was 90s. That was Jacob Dylan trying to do his follow-up to One Headlight.
Okay. All right, one more. It's a work in progress, guys.
Everybody loves to play the game. Get your buzzers, it's time to win. Oh yeah. I got a feeling competition's high. Match up with Moon. Let's begin. Who's gonna out
Wonders, right?
Like
Thank
your
you, guys.
90s
Everybody
theme song.
out. He
Yeah.
hates them all.
I typically don't like, like criticizing music or musicians or whatever. This
This is
AI
AI.
thing.
Yeah. Go nuts, dude.
After you. I'm after you. We'll dissect it. And
Do
tear you to
better,
pieces.
Like it
AI.
always has weird pauses too, where it could kick into the thing, but it waits a while and then it messes up the whole flow of the song. AI hasn't got it yet.
All right, next time I'll have a couple more options
All
for
right,
you.
thanks.
Yeah, that's kind
Yeah, I
of
like it.
kind of fun.
Now listen,
Let's destroy AI.
it's AI writing songs.
I can't stop thinking about AI Tony Danza now because
Angela, Mona, Jonathan. All right, match up with the moon time. Let's get our first round teammates. Josh Highland. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning.
Josh, Team Riz, Team Moon.
Let's go Team Riz.
Team Riz. Okay, hang on.
good choice.
Kyle,
Morning.
I'm going to let you choose. Team Riz or Team Moon?
Team Riz.
Team Riz. All right, 2 Team Rizes.
Good choice.
And no Team Moons. Moon, I defer to you.
Interesting.
Would you like to answer the questions first or go into isolation first?
You know what? I will go into isolation.
Moon will go into isolation first.
I just feel bad for the callers because today is all about music. They picked poorly.
Oh, careful with that.
So I'm sorry.
Careful with that. We got microphones on.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
We're all a little careless with the microphones in this room.
I'm angry that these fools picked you.
They all need to be oiled up. We need like the oil can from Wizard of Oz for these stupid.
We got things moving around.
Yeah.
People can hear that stuff on their Bose stereo system.
I just saw a
sounds
car swerve.
sounds horrible. All right, Moon's going into isolation. Is he in? He's in. All right. Hope that's not it. Okay. That's the theme
That's
song.
what he's listening to right now.
Let's see. Here we go. This. Yeah. What if Moon is just listening to all 4 AI songs that are written?
He looks very mad.
All right, King Scott, here we go. Match up the Moon.
Yes,
Round
Riz.
number 1 for Chili Peppers tickets. Here we go.
What is the largest lake in the U.S.?
Lake Superior.
A group of frogs is known as?
A group of frogs. A gaggle of frogs.
According to
You know,
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
A herd. A herd of frogs.
A herd.
according,
No idea.
According to folklore,
I've never seen more than one frog.
I would love to see frogs herding
haven't
towards
seen more
me.
No, more than one frog. I think there's just one frog in the world.
and he's a big
I've never
star
seen
on
more
TV.
than one together.
All right.
It's like an ET when they're all in the classroom and jumping up on everybody. Remember
Yeah.
that?
According to folklore, what's a leprechaun's occupation? I'll get to the music stuff in a little bit.
He is a shoemaker.
What desert is Las Vegas located in?
What desert is Vegas located in? Skip this one.
Okay. Let's see here. What was Pixar's first movie?
Pixar's first movie was Wall-E.
And the title. Oh no, we got to go back.
I gotta go back
Yeah.
to the Las Vegas
What
desert.
desert
Damn it.
is Las Vegas located in?
Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. The Vegas desert. I don't know. I'm
Okay.
sorry, guys.
Alrighty. Now the tiebreaker. What year did Disneyland open?
Disneyland opened in 1962.
Oakley dokley.
Okay.
Okay.
My apologies to my teammates on the phone. All right. Well,
How'd you do?
yours to lose. Honestly,
Really?
horrendous.
Okay. Horrendous, he says.
Music questions are tough, I will
Horrendous.
say.
Is it musical?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
All
Good
right.
luck, buddy. All right, going into isolation right now. Here we go.
Mooners,
Scott,
what is the largest lake in the U.S.?
Superior.
A group of frogs is known as?
An army.
According to folklore, what's a leprechaun's occupation?
A leprechaun. It's something with shoes. That's why they got the buckle. Right? Isn't that why they got the buckle on the hat?
I don't know, man.
It's like a pilgrim shoe or something.
We're not allowed to talk during this.
Yeah, we don't talk.
They're cobblers or shoe makers, something with shoes. Can I say that? Something with shoes? Shoe jobs. Shoe job.
All right.
I like all those.
I don't think they fix them. I think they make them. Shoemaker? Shoe job.
What desert is Las Vegas located in?
Oh, dude, I've got this wrong before. I want to say Mojave, but is that what I said last time and got it wrong? Or was that the obvious answer and I couldn't think of it? Man. Mojave.
What was Pixar's first movie?
Toy Story.
And for the tiebreaker, what year did Disneyland open?
Disneyland.
Land.
Disneyland 1955.
Okay.
That doesn't feel good.
Oh, it's time?
Yep.
Yep.
It's time.
Oh, man, I don't know.
While I do not know the answers, I will venture all the money in my wallet that the tiebreaker will not be necessary this round.
Oh, really?
Oh, no?
Really?
I don't think so.
We've been winning.
Oh, no. I did that bad, huh?
Maybe I did that bad.
Yeah.
Are you throwing me?
Oh, I don't know, man. I did terrible.
Did you? But you say that, and sometimes you know.
No,
5 for 5.
no.
I think you did pretty bad on this.
Oh, all right. Well, screw you guys that picked Riz then.
Let's go. Let's go.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Let's go.
All right, for Josh and Kyle, what is the largest lake in the U.S.?
Riz said Superior. Moon said Superior.
And the answer is Lake Superior.
All right. Okay. It's a good start.
Good start.
1 for 1, baby.
All right.
Home run. All right.
Dinger.
A group of frogs is known as,
Riz said herd, and Moon said army.
and the answer is an army.
You're
Yeah,
right.
baby.
Yep.
No idea.
It's all right.
No idea.
You do it quick. I was surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I knew
was
that.
impressive.
I know that one.
According to folklore, what's a leprechaun's occupation?
Riz said shoemaker, and then Moon said shoe job.
But also,
I said
Also-
shoemaker. Come on. I said that he's.
well,
not
the answer
fixing,
is
he's making.
shoemaker.
You said every type of shoe job. You said
Yeah.
shoe job, cobbler, shoemaker.
But I think I ended not on cobbler, but like shoe something.
Okay,
I
so we
did
both got that right. Shoemaker.
Yeah.
Shoe jobs.
What desert is Las Vegas located in?
This got me.
Scott
I got
Rizzuto
this.
said the Vegas desert.
Oh,
It's new. It's new.
And Moon said the Mojave desert.
Mojave.
Yeah,
Is it
and the
that?
correct answer is the Mojave
Oh,
Desert.
man. I couldn't remember.
Got
Yeah, the
that wrong
Vegas
before.
Desert's down in Arizona.
Couldn't
You're
remember.
going to be kicking yourself.
What is the score?
Moon is 4, Riz is 2.
Okay, and this is the final question?
I know. Well, yeah.
Yes.
final
Okay, so congratulations.
To me,
Yeah, you win.
I will take Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Nobody on the phone wins.
Josh.
Let's go through
Kyle.
them, though.
Sorry, Josh. Sorry, Kyle.
Well, just for kicks,
I'm not sorry.
what was Pixar's first movie?
Riz said Wall-E, and Moon said Toy Story.
And the answer
Toy
is
Story.
Toy Story.
The buzz is for me.
Shredded.
Now the tiebreaker. What year did
All
Disney?
right, fine. You won 5-2. Fine.
Yeah, shredded.
The tiebreaker. What
I
year?
did better than I thought. I'll be honest with you.
Thought it was
I
an
was
offer.
impressed.
I thought it was an offer. I
Oh,
guessed on the
no.
leprechaun question.
Was so
Yeah,
I
you
You did good.
You guys both did good on that.
superior.
You guys worked that out in your heads.
Superior, though, I thought that was 50-50 on that one.
Yeah, because it seems like it'd be right, but it could be Michigan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yep. And what year did Disneyland open?
Riz said 1962. Moon said 1955.
Surprisingly, the answer is 1955.
Whoa!
That is
The perfect score!
Wow.
incredible.
And no one picked me.
You just picked you pitched a perfect game.
I just
Yes.
pitched a perfect game,
That's the first
and
one.
you bet
That
on
is
the
first in
opponents.
history, right?
That's the first ever in history perfect game.
Holy smokes. Good job.
Moon Valjean, write this down.
This day.
7/23/24.
No one picked me.
And there was a rough at bat in there with shoe jobs, but we got it.
Yeah, but I think I.
No, you got him. You struck
I
him
think
out.
I ended it somewhere.
Just he-
Wow.
The leprechaun question fouled it off a few times.
Wow, you just.
He ended up there.
I hate you.
Yeah.
Currently, but
you're
congratulations.
proud-
Vegas
proud to know
desert.
me.
Is there a Vegas desert?
But hey, look at it like
No.
this:
Vegas
if you were gonna biff one, it was on a perfect game. You weren't
Yeah.
gonna win anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Good call.
You imagine
What
going
a
5
waste.
for 5.
What a waste.
Waste of a perfect
You
game.
wasted a perfect game
Yeah,
on
that
a
does suck.
On a
garbage
blowout.
round.
Yeah, you won 16 to nothing.
On a garbage round. All right, let's go round number 2. Jeff, hello. Jeff,
How you doing?
not great, but who you betting on here?
I'm going for Moon, since everybody left him out last time.
Okay.
Well, you
All
know,
right.
I think I may have.
He's gassed, dude. His arm's looking like rubber over
I think I
there.
may have burned it all.
Mike, who you going with?
Good morning, Riz. Happy birthday, everybody.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, Moon or me?
Let's go with Moon this time, bud.
Oh,
Okay.
gosh.
All right.
Wow.
So it's fine. Roles are reversed.
Okay.
Now, see, and I did a perfect game with no pressure.
Yeah. Now the
The
pressure
roles are reversed.
Big
Now,
time.
now there's
Let me put
people
myself
on
in
the,
isolation.
Now there's people on the stands wearing my jersey.
Stand by.
I mean, I pitch as well.
Okay.
This time I'll do a lot more music questions.
No, dude.
Okay, go.
Moon,
Scott.
what year, or for what year? What is the state abbreviation for Delaware?
I'm just gonna say DE.
What was the part of the brain that connects? What is the part of the brain that connects this to the spinal cord?
Is that the Abdullah Oblongata? Killer band.
What was the first soft drink in space?
Man, it seems like an obvious. It should be Coke, but maybe that seems like some stunt Pepsi would do, right? First soda in space? I'll say Pepsi. Man, it should be Dr. Pepper, though. Am I right? If we're gonna introduce the aliens to anything that we've made, shoot, Pepsi.
Where is the biggest muscle in the human body located?
I'm gonna say the thigh.
Who's the oldest Kardashian sister?
You be careful. Kris Jenner is listening.
Which one is which? I don't know any of it.
Now it's Bruce.
Man, it's not Kim. It's not the. Man, I'll say Chloe's the taller one, right? Courtney's the one that just married Travis. I'll say Courtney. Oh, that's wrong. It's gonna be Chloe. He's gonna say Chloe. He's gonna say Chloe. I say Courtney. Go ahead.
Okay. Final answer. And then how many, for the tiebreaker, how many muscles are in the human body?
Wow. Wow. How many muscles? We're counting everything. There's so many in like your hands and your wrists and your eyelids and all that crap.
It's easier than how many muscles are in the ocean.
Okay, I'll say this is going to be a wildly off answer, I feel. But I'm not going to need the tiebreaker. I'm so confident. I've been pitching well. Just going to throw a change up right down the middle here with 232. That's so off. It's like 4,000 or something, right?
All right.
That's all I got. That's all I got. Come on out.
Oh, hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah, I might have done too easy this round.
I mean, there's no pressure except for,
You
know,
just-
you've been made to
all
look
right.
a fool
Well,
already
see-
today. If you want to do it anymore.
See, this
It's up
cocky
to you.
attitude
Can't
is what
hear
you're
you.
down. This is
I'm
this
sorry.
is your downfall.
I'm sorry, I can't hear your
This is his
stats.
downfall. This cocky attitude.
Are you still talking?
Not anymore. All right, let's go.
Sir Riz. What is the state abbreviation for Delaware?
DE. What? Why is that funny?
The way you said it.
DE.
The anger from the previous game is just seething out of your pores.
What is the part of the brain that connects to the spinal cord?
The part of the cortex.
What was the first soft drink in space?
Pepsi.
What is the biggest muscle in the human body? Or where is the biggest muscle in the human body located?
Biggest muscle is your penis. No, the love muscle. Am I right?
That's
Am I right, guys?
annoying.
I was so mad he didn't say it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
The love muscle. Your heart. Where is it located? It's at the chest. I mean, is that what you're looking for?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, where's it located?
Okay, chest. Okay.
Who's the oldest Kardashian sister?
Courtney.
And for the tiebreaker, how many muscles are in the human body?
How many muscles? Including the love muscle?
Including the love muscle.
Definitely.
How many muscles? 150. I don't know. This is a total shot in the dark. I have no idea.
Alrighty.
Okay. All right.
I saw fist bumping at some point. What was that?
Who was fist bumping?
You were.
There may have been some fist bumping.
Fist pumping.
Yeah, fist pumping,
That's
yes.
what did I say? How'd you feel?
All right. Okay, I got nothing to lose here, so
That's right. Except for more pride and
that's all right.
and
My
more-
confidence is shattered,
and more
buddy.
points in the
My
the
confidence
overall.
is shattered. I'm the shell of a man.
Hey,
As
you
it
need to
should
win
be.
it all.
You started this doubleheader
One big dope.
as a joke.
One big dope sitting in the seat. Okay, here we go.
I gotta check one thing.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I need to check one thing.
Ay, what are you doing?
Wait. Let's see here.
I need to check one thing.
Okay,
Okay,
just making sure. You all
here we go.
What is the state abbreviation for Delaware?
Moon said DE, as did Riz.
And the correct answer is DE.
Yeah, buddy.
Look at that. Perfect
buddy.
start.
DE. 1 for 1, guys.
Yeah, on a roll now. What is the part of the brain that connects to the spinal cord?
Moon said the Abdullah oblongata, and then Riz said cortex.
And the correct answer is cerebellum.
Cerebellum. Damn it. That's what I
Abdullah
meant.
oblongata. That's the thing that hangs down your throat, isn't it?
No.
That's not.
Cerebellum.
Dula oblongata. It's the front.
Is there?
That's right.
Cerebral cortex is what you're thinking.
Yeah.
You were close.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Hey, it's all good. We're both wrong.
Hey, at least you got brain parts. What was the first soft drink in space?
You both said Pepsi.
Oh, you butt.
Yeah, and the answer is Coca-Cola.
Man, no.
I double-checked myself.
Oh, no, dude.
I was scared. I was
Is that
like,
what you
wait,
double-checked?
You both just said Pepsi so confidently. I'm like, I need to-
1-1.
Oh, it's a choice of a new generation, for God's sake.
All right,
Come
now
on, it's not
let's
even
get on a roll here.
fifth most top 5
God,
anymore.
we both still have one.
Space, they could have made some deal.
Amen.
They could have made some deal with NASA. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
You're right. NASA's in bed with Pepsi. Pepsi's in bed
I
with
have
NASA.
no idea.
Hey,
It's all
it's all good.
Illuminati.
All good, brother.
Ah, dude.
Right.
What's 1-1?
1-1.
1-1.
And what-
So
what-
we're on 4 now.
Number 4.
This
Okay.
is pathetic.
So it's getting close.
Pathetic.
I'm just trying
okay.
to, I'm participating. Let's go.
Where is the biggest muscle in the human body located?
Moon said the thigh. Riz said the chest.
And the
The
correct
chest.
answer is buttocks.
Yeah, your glutes, dude.
Your glutes.
Oh, man. I thought like the quad or something was bigger.
I said the love muscle at first.
Yeah, the love muscle was the right answer.
If you would
I
have,
should've
now let me
done
ask
that.
you this: if he would have kept it love muscle, could
Yeah,
we
he
have
would've
counted
won.
it as the glute?
Yeah, some
Well,
people,
'cause I
the
can't-
glute is the love muscle.
We have to just assume that that's the biggest muscle in Riz's body.
That's
If
true.
he
No,
says it.
I thought it was touching. You chose the human heart.
It was.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks,
Very
guys.
soft moment on the show. So tender.
Okay.
Hey.
1-1.
I mean,
Hey.
And this is tiebreaker?
tie going into the fifth
I looked
one.
up the 10 largest muscles, and number 1 it says quadriceps femoris.
There we go.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Here you go.
No, the butt muscle, dude.
I understand that that's what you're saying. I'm just saying that this is what the internet is saying. Quadriceps femoris.
And is that technically the thigh?
That's the quad. Right? That's the quad. It's right here. And then the gluteus maximus is number 2. And I'm just telling you
Well,
what.
my sources.
Meet you in the quad.
Were you on MSN.com again?
Yeah. I used Bing.
And then
like
this
a
one
dummy.
says, and then this article says that the gluteus maximus is the largest muscle.
See?
So which is it?
We're a divided nation.
Oh,
Well, as
Let's see if it even
he
matters.
actually used Bing and I use Google.
Yeah,
so
maybe
we'll
it
go
doesn't
with
matter.
Google.
maybe it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I just thought it was fun.
Tiebreaker. Maybe it doesn't even matter. It's
So
1-1.
so we both have 1. What a terrible showing.
This is number 5.
This is
Oh,
impressive.
this is
this
number
is
5?
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, well,
No,
still,
yeah,
we don't.
this
Hey,
is-
guys, keep drumming.
Yeah.
This is a nerve-wracking one.
Make them drum all the way through it if we tie on this one.
Who is the oldest Kardashian sister?
Oh, God.
Moon said Courtney. Riz said Courtney.
Guys, it is Courtney.
Oh, hey.
2-2.
Hey. 2 out of 5.
All
That's,
right.
Look at that. You
that's
guys
pretty
crushed.
good. Yeah,
I
man.
was pretty confident on that one,
Yeah,
guys.
you were.
She is the oldest.
For the tiebreaker, which we desperately need, how many muscles are in the human body?
Moon said 232. Scott Rizzuto said 150.
And the correct
I got
answer
that. I'm
is 600.
All right.
Congrats to our listeners.
Damn it.
All right.
Well,
Tally 2.
But for Riz, it's 601. Big one, right?
What a day.
what a garbage competition this was.
That was close.
No, I deserve it. Horrendous. You know what it is? I blame the AI songs.
I do too.
They got you off your game?
They got me off my game.
I get it.
The
I get it.
AI theme songs just got me off my game.
Never again. No. Next week.
It's the last time I try to have fun around here, guys. Gotta take this seriously. What an idiot I am.
Yeah.
God, what an idiot.
What did we miss? Oh,
I missed a lot of things.
the Coke and Pepsi thing.
Yeah.
Well,
That's gonna drive me
I'm
crazy.
not going to beat myself up over that. Army of Frogs, I should have known. Mojave, I should have known.
Army of Frogs?
Pepsi,
I don't
Toy
think anybody
Story.
knows that.
Toy Story,
When
I
you
should
said
have known.
Wally, I was like, wow,
I
he's
know,
off
what an
today.
idiot. Yeah,
That was like their ninth
I know.
film.
No, I don't know. Was that their ninth film?
It was pretty far. It was pretty deep in the It was after Toy Story 2.
Let's see.
They had made sequels before they made Wally. I'm like,
Are we so sure about that?
We are.
Oh,
Pixar. Here we go. Pixar movies in order.
okay. Let's hear this.
November 22nd, 1995, Toy Story. The second one, A Bug's Life.
Okay, Bug's Life. Okay.
The third one, Toy Story 2.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
that's why we're getting. Okay,
The fourth one, Monsters, Inc.
okay.
All right.
Getting close to
The
8.
fifth one, coming out May 30th, 2003, Finding Nemo.
All right. Wow.
The next one, what is this, number 6?
Yeah.
November 5th, 2004, The Incredibles.
Okay, we're getting close to 8.
June 9th, 2006, Cars. June 29th, 2007, Ratatouille.
Oh, jeez.
Way past.
What number is this?
That was 8.
9.
June 27th, 2008, Wall-E.
Hey, top 10. That was good.
That was fun.
I'm a dummy.
Almost 10 years later.
All right. It's all right.
That was good.
Actually, and more.
All right. Some
buddy.
food news and some of your emails after the break.
You were 13 years off. No
That's
big
fine.
deal.
Right, well, that's
Yesterday, so we asked this question.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it around again because again, it's trending on Twitter.
Okay.
All right, so there's a 4-box chart. One has a picture of Seth Rogen, one has a picture of Adam Sandler, one has a picture of Jim Carrey, and one has a picture of Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
One has to go in all their movies. Which one goes?
Rogan. For me.
Okay, but when you break it down,
I'm not happy about it.
when you break it down, so if you get rid of Seth Rogen and all his movies, he was in Anchorman,
But well,
he was in Step Brothers.
Yep.
So then you lose
But you lose that with Will too. You know what I mean?
Where was he in Anchorman?
He was a cameraman.
He was.
He was the cameraman at the end of the movie.
Okay, so he's not credited.
So we're not talking about starring roles. We're talking about
Yeah.
if they were
They were
in it at
involved.
all.
If it was just starring,
Hey, we lose Freaks and Geeks, and I love that show.
if it was starring, then I think it's a no-brainer. Seth Rogen goes.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if it's movies he produced and we're talking Superbad, we lose that. He was in that as a cop.
Yeah,
You know,
40-year-old
Pineapple.
virgin, knocked up, super bad, Drill Bit Taylor, Pineapple Express, Funny People, Green Hornet, 50-50, The Watch, Guilt Trip. This is the Neighbors, The Interview, The Night Before, Sausage Party, Neighbors 2. Let's see, The Disaster Artist.
It's tough.
I think the
Blockers.
answer is Seth Rogen. But when you get rid of Seth Rogen, you do get rid of a lot of good Will Ferrell movies.
Donnie Darko, you're right, Anchorman. Yumi and Dupree, Shrek the Third. Let's see. There's definitely a lot more. Kung Fu Panda.
So
Step
If everything
Brothers.
he touched goes away,
Step
it's
Brothers.
a tougher decision.
Yeah. So Step Brothers too. So
But then do we get to keep the movies that other people were also in? Because Will Ferrell.
No.
I don't know. I'm
Movie's
just
gone.
making the point of if you get rid of everything that Seth Rogen touched, what does Will Ferrell have left?
Wow.
Well, they all worked with Adam McKay. This is the sphere of Adam McKay. So,
But everything that
and Judd Apatow.
everything that Seth Rogen was in,
Sure.
you get rid of. What does that leave Will Ferrell? What good? All right, Elf.
The the movie with Wilson.
Old School.
Old School. Yeah, we got Old School. You got Elf. You got.
Yeah.
I guess that one where the picture of him sitting on the side of or out front of his house with his couch and everything, and it's supposed to be
Wedding
really deep.
Crashers. Will Ferrell's in Wedding Crashers.
What was Seth Rogen in Wedding Crashers?
No.
I don't think so.
No,
He wasn't in Talladega Nights, was he?
You get Talladega Nights still.
Okay. All right. So you still got some good. You still got some bangers.
You get Eastbound and Down. You take Ferrell out. You don't. Eastbound and Down's gone. The whole series.
yeah.
Well, Rogan was in an episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Hell
sad.
outta here.
All right. Seth Rogen was in an episode.
Yes,
Out.
that's why it's annoying.
Out.
What's
He's also in
yeah.
Game Over Man, and I'm just like, dude.
These are like cameos, though, man. If we're gonna take,
He's in though. He's in 'em.
Touched.
so Ferrell does a lot of
Oh.
cameos too, man.
And this is why Sandler and Carey are untouchable
Yeah.
in this particular competition.
Because also, did you guys ever see Will Ferrell's Casa de Mi Padre? That
No.
film is awesome, and it's worth a watch.
All right. Now you got to get rid of either Sandler or Carey.
Come on, man.
That's my only two choices.
Now it's your only two choices:
I love them both
Sandler
so
or
much.
Carey.
Man, oh my goodness.
I can't do Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey and his serious stuff is just so good. Like he's in Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Sandler's brought me more joy. In my
Okay,
life.
Yeah.
okay, but I'm thinking about this admittedly through dad lens because I'm always trying to show the kids my favorite movies for different reasons, and I think that I could give more to the kids by showing them ultimately the Jim Carrey stuff than the Adam Sandler
I think
stuff.
personally for me,
Because
more,
the Truman
more
Show.
joy has come in my life from Adam Sandler.
But I mean,
Well-
like,
Sure, he did Truman Show, but think about Hubie Halloween. I mean,
Here's the thing.
did love that
If
movie.
we're doing Touched, you get rid of Sandler, you lose SNL, all of it.
Yeah.
You get rid of Carey, you lose SNL and In Living Color.
Well, when was the last time you
Jeez.
watched In Living Color?
But it was pivotal and monumental in its time.
But if you get rid of Adam Sandler, we get rid of Jack and Jill, which was a terrible movie when he
good
plays
point.
twins.
We don't watch
Good
that.
point. The-
I would
still watch
actually get rid
reruns
of Adam
SNL.
Sandler.
that was one of the movies that we looked at that got 0% on Rotten Tomatoes was the Western they all did.
Wagons East.
Oh,
No, the Something Six that was
yeah.
on Netflix.
Oh, The Ridiculous Six?
Yeah.
0%?
that was
Jim
bad.
Carrey's had
And
some stinkers, too,
Sandy
though.
Wexler is the worst movie.
Sandy
I've
Wexler, I
ever-
will agree. You know what? That is a movie I did not like.
I've ever started.
I was trying to think of a movie I didn't like.
I was gonna say it was the worst movie I've ever watched, but I didn't watch it. It's the worst movie I've ever tried to start.
Man, but their early works are really where the comparison needs to be happening. The Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison
Yeah.
versus
Oh,
Ace
man.
Ventura, Dumb and Dumber days.
Cable Guy,
Oh, we'd have to get rid of Dumb
Liar
and
Liar,
Dumber.
Truman Show,
That's
The
where,
Mask.
That's where you're missing
can't-
out.
yeah.
Ooh.
And you have to get rid of Copper
I
was
don't
a
know. if
Batman
I-
Forever.
I'm giving more to my children as a father If I give them
I don't think
Ace
it's just,
Ventura.
My knee-jerk reaction was, well, I
right.
get rid
I'm
of Happy
sorry,
Gilmore and Billy Madison and Black Sheep and oh no, he wasn't in Black Sheep.
Mr. Popper's Penguins.
I think I may have to get rid of Sandler.
Oh boy, see you and me.
Wow.
We're doing
Once you
Jim
brought up Dumb
Carrey
and
all the
Dumber.
way.
The Sandler, the big run up on Sandler was Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. Was Waterboy next, or was
Waterboy,
it
Mr. Deeds?
Mr. D. I prefer Mr. Deeds to Waterboy.
Little
Waterboy
Nicky?
had to grow on me. Yeah, Little
Yeah.
Nicky.
I'm just saying. I feel like that was like the
Don't
big
mess with
push.
the Zohan.
Big Daddy was probably the next
The
big.
Longest
Daddy.
Yard remake. You'd still have the Burt Reynolds one.
All right, well, discuss amongst yourselves.
It's tough.
Anybody big Dr. Pepper fans here?
The
Used to be.
best. I was
Have you
addicted.
heard? Have you heard of what people are doing now? Is adding Coffee Mate to Dr. Pepper?
No.
What's
Like,
it
this
do?
is the thing.
I forgot. What's that do? Oh no,
apparently-
I'm thinking of something else. There's something where you can mix two things and it tastes like Dr. Pepper.
They're calling it a dirty Dr. Pepper. So Coffee Mate, I guess, and Dr. Pepper have teamed up, and they're doing this dirty Dr. Pepper thing. Coffee Mate's coming out with a coconut lime flavored creamer specifically made for crafting a dirty Dr. Pepper. And people say it's great.
Dude, if Dr. Pepper is the base, it is great. Dr. Pepper is the greatest unhealthy beverage of all time.
I would figure this is an immediate stomach ache, but probably worth it.
Yeah, I'd try it.
I was addicted, man. I used to go through Lion's Choice 2-3 times a day, and it wasn't just for the stuff at Lion's Choice. It was also for the Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, but it
And
had
a big
zero
old
side
thing.
effects on
I
you.
used to, yeah, I drank so much Dr. Pepper, I had kidney stones at the age of 19, 20, and 21.
And you got to go visit the doctor. It was pretty smart.
I got to visit multiple hospitals, and one of the hospitals said, "What are you eating and drinking, man?" And I said, "Well, food and Dr. Pepper." And they said, "You got to give up soda." And ever since then, I've had zero
Joy in my life.
and zero.
So
Kidney stones.
try the dirty Dr. Pepper. Anybody? I know you're a fan of California Pizza Kitchen, right?
CPK all day. Yeah.
You're an enthusiast. Didn't one just close down?
Yeah, the one over here in Creve Coeur.
All right, that closed down, but the one at the West County Mall still open, right?
Oh yeah. Single-handedly, my family is keeping that thing in business.
You know, there could be
Really?
Yeah.
there could be too many. There could be many ingredients in macaroni and cheese, right? But there are two that are probably considered essential:
Macaroni.
and cheese.
There you go.
So a woman posted a TikTok a couple days ago about how she was having a rough week, so she ordered pizza and mac and cheese from California Pizza Kitchen. And when the delivery arrived, there was pizza and just a container of cheese.
Okay.
She claims she called the restaurant and two different people told her that they didn't make a mistake. They need to specifically order the noodles or you'll just get cheese when you order mac and cheese.
Weird.
What?
Huh?
Somebody was hot.
Something
when they
is
answered
not
that
being
phone.
communicated correctly here, but in any event, the video of her macless mac and cheese went viral. Here's what that sounded like.
I ordered mac and cheese from California Pizza Kitchen, and they just sent me cheese. Just cheese. No, there's no noodles. There's just some bread. And they sent me cheese. I just called CPK, and two separate people told me that I should order the noodles separately and that I ordered wrong. I was like, I ordered mac and cheese. And they said, yes, that's what that is. And I was like, no.
She's very annoying.
This
Anyway,
lady is one of these psycho laughers, dude, where
she's very
she's
annoying.
laughing, but
I
she's
think
got a
it's not-
knife.
They're not real laughter.
Weed
But,
has gotten too powerful these days, and I
But-
think all three people involved here were hacked.
The reason I'm bringing this up is because CPK, as we in the know like to call them,
Yeah.
They responded with a serious apology. They sent her a package with a ton of dry noodles with a card saying she'd receive free mac and cheese and free pizza for a year.
Wow.
So good for her. In a follow-up video, she said, this is sweet, really good marketing. They've also announced that everyone will receive half off mac and cheese throughout the rest of the month
Because of this woman's
because
complaint?
of this woman.
Wow.
With the promo code cheese and mac.
Cheese and mac.
Which half are you getting?
So we're all getting some love from the woman's botched order, which is
That's like the one thing I've never ordered there. I've ordered everything else at CPK.
Yeah, I was going
but
to
never
ask.
the mac and
if your
cheese.
family's addicted, what are you getting? What is your go-to?
Well,
curious
first of
about
all,
this,
yes.
too.
Well, I was there. I go by myself sometimes to CPK. I sit at
Really?
the bar with.
You went there recently by yourself.
Yeah, I was there by myself. a
that's
couple
how I
weeks ago.
knew you were a CPK fan.
And I was sitting there with some beautiful old lady who just was working as a hostess, and she and I were talking. And so, anyway, I like they have a spritzer drink there that they put lemon and blueberries in, and some, Perrier. Good drink. So I have that, and then I get the combo. You can get a little pizza, and their pizzas are wood fired. They're delicious. And then there's a great Asian salad that I enjoy very much, and I don't eat the chicken because I'm off the bird this year. So
What
it's
kind of pizza?
delish. I usually do like the white pizza where it's all cheese and many different cheeses, or I don't know. They have a veggie pizza that's really good. I love it.
I never think of CPK. I
Nobody
never
does.
think of it.
I don't want anybody to think of it. I want it to stay in business, but I don't want it to
You
get
want enough people to
overpowered.
think about it.
Yeah.
I always felt like it was the
Cheesecake Factory of
or
pizza.
what would be
It
considered
has that look too.
what would be considered a high-end high school date
is.
destination.
Like a macaroni grill.
Like
Yeah.
girl, he took me. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
took me to the CPK.
It is.
It
And
is
we
a
went
high-end.
and we walked around Macy's.
Yes. The best date ever.
It just felt like a mall
Cheesecake
date.
Factory would be Cheesecake Factory would be a high-end date for a high school kid.
By the way, where is the Cheesecake Factory blown up yet? Like, when is that date coming up? August. We need to go.
August.
They're too busy filling in the tunnels right now.
I read somewhere that they make all that stuff fresh, by the way, at
At Cheesecake,
Factory.
Oh, you
Whoa.
did?
Yeah.
Show your work.
Oh,
I know.
Well,
I
how many
watched whole
days
videos.
prior to
Read that at
and really,
cheesecakefactory.com.
one of the only things that they bring in they don't make fresh is the fries.
So how many days prior are they making it fresh?
Yeah, maybe it's,
made
made fresh
one
somewhere
day,
else.
then frozen.
It's made fresh somewhere else and frozen and shipped over.
Everything's fresh.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Somebody else is bringing up Cinnabon in the chat, and I'm here to say I haven't been to a Cinnabon in a long time. When's the last time you guys did it?
Cinnabon?
Been a
Cinnabon.
long
I feel like that's a drug depot.
I have because
I've
pass
never.
It, I pass it and I smell it. and
I've
I go,
had it.
Okay.
I've had it, but I've
Smartest thing.
never gone. I've
Airport
never gone
Cinnabon.
to
Really?
a mall Cinnabon. I got one.
Oh,
you know
man.
what though, they got smart and they started putting them in Loves. There's like independently operated Cinnabons in the middle of a Love's truck stop, and it's awesome.
I love this country. This is amazing.
It's
I'm not
awesome.
a sweets guy. Like
I
I'll
guess
have
that's right.
sweets. I really have to have a hankering. So if I'm at the mall and I got, I'm a kid and I got enough money to go to get something to eat.
Yeah, what are you
I'm not
getting?
going to Cinnabon.
What are you doing,
I'm probably
Sbarro?
I'm going to the food court. I'm getting something from the food court.
Annie Ann's pretzel.
I'd
Delicious.
probably get a pretzel. If I had a snack, I'd probably get a pretzel.
That's the one thing that, like, I'll go to West County and there's this pretzel and Annie Ann's right outside of Forever 21, and I walk in and I'm like, oh man, am I going to do this? And they used to have the hot dogs that had the pretzel wrapped around it. And when I worked at the mall, that was the go-to lunch thing because you could just down that dog real fast. Delicious. You guys ever had a pretzel wrapped hot dog?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Pretty good. I gotta admit, when I was a kid, man, especially like walking through the malls by myself, because I grew up right next to Crescent Plaza. I don't think I ever spent money ever on food.
Really?
No, because it was like I don't know if it was a
Getting them free samples at
I
Charlie's.
don't know if it was like a poor thing or if it's just how I lived. I did not live to eat. I ate to live. And it was if I had $10 in my hand. First of all, Exhilarama was next to the food court, so it was like, oh, am I going to take this $5 and buy a slice of pizza or go play? I'll go play. I'm not going to starve. I'm not going to die. I'll eat eventually.
Yeah, I loved having enough money I had to go to the food court.
Me too.
I would never.
yeah.
I would never
Yeah,
have spent
Mike-
my own money on food.
I lived kind of a little further than you did, but right by a mall there in Springfield, and they had Orange Julius, and that was always the go-to. We went there first
Yeah.
and
I
started.
never
the-
had Orange Julius.
Oh man, I could play the Simpsons.
Do you wanna go to the mall
arcade game
later?
longer.
We
We gotta
could
go to the batting cage later.
Oh, well, maybe
We'll go to the mall.
tomorrow.
Malls are coming back, by the way. My daughter wants to go to the mall all the time.
I'm a 90s
cool
girl
is
for life,
this?
dude. I love the mall. Yesterday I got off work. I go, am I going to stop by the mall today? Like, just to go, just to look around and crap you don't need. I love it.
My daughter
Still.
wants to go to the mall all the time.
She's an old soul.
They're back. They're hot again.
I'm glad.
We did some shows earlier in the year. I was blown away. At some mall, I don't know, there was some comedy club in a mall, which is not uncommon. And I went out to walk around. I can't remember what I was looking for. And I was like, man, this thing is jam-packed with people and strollers. Families are going back I think the pandemic brought malls back because people were cooped up for so long and ordering everything online that it became like cool to go out and shop again.
I also think there were so many, and the ones that closed, and now everybody kind of congregated.
the ones.
That's a good point.
The few that survived
The few
got
that
stronger.
survived for a reason.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, all right, I'll travel a little bit to go to the mall. And now they're crowded.
When was the last time you went to the Galleria and put your hand on that weird square thing the water would roll down? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I have to admit, I feel like I hate the Galleria.
The Galleria is not what it used to be.
It doesn't
at
feel
all.
right. I don't like the layout of it. I don't like the parking. I don't like
Really,
it.
the parking's easy.
Moon doesn't like the Galleria.
I don't like it.
the
I
Galleria.
love it because it's about 5 minutes from my house.
I don't
like
like it.
I don't like it.
I was a Crestwood Plaza guy. Everything was just a straight line. You couldn't get lost. There was no like strange turns or multiple floors. You were just like whoop.
Let's talk
Keep
about
going, and you get to see everything.
Let's talk about ice cream for a second. You know, Sunday was National Ice Cream Day. And anybody get ice cream on Sunday?
No,
I took the kids. Not specifically for National Ice Cream Day. It was just coincidence that I took the kids for
Same.
ice cream.
ice cream's a bad friend. Bad friend. I think it's my friend, and then I hang out, and then as soon as I'm done, I'm like, what the hell? It turned on me.
Well,
I don't know if I'm lactose
I'll be honest
intolerant
with you,
or
I didn't
what.
have any. I said to the kids, I go, hey, if nobody fights at the dinner table, I'm taking you guys for ice cream.
Wow.
And guess who was on their best behavior? One of the kids. But I couldn't take take just one, or else there'd be more fighting. So I took both of them.
I went to Andy's the other
And there
day.
was a lot of joy.
And I got a big old tub of ice cream. I didn't know. I've never done this before. Got a big old tub to go, vanilla. And they said, what kind of toppings would you like? And I said, Heath bar and the peanut butter cups. And then they put those toppings in little boxes, and you take it home, and you eat on that for like a whole week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's been awesome, dude.
I had the frozen yogurt recently.
Were you just eating the toppings?
No. Like last night, Tim had a board meeting, and he left, and I sat there on the couch, and I poured myself a little vanilla, and then you get the toppings out, and you put as many toppings on it as you want.
Are you a cone person or a cup person?
I am the cone person.
All right, well, if you got a cone on National Ice Cream Day, you probably wolfed it down without considering whether your technique was proper etiquette. So a very English woman on TikTok did a demonstration of the, quote, formal British dining etiquette for eating an ice cream cone. And the key is using your tongue to manipulate and lick and avoid slurping or gulping.
Yeah, no kidding.
No slurping, no gulping.
I don't want the English to say they coined this, by the way. No thanks. This is, if anybody's going to coin licking an ice cream cone, it's this country.
Hey,
Exactly.
the ice cream cone was invented here.
That's right.
120 years ago.
And
Today.
How do you think we made it? Exactly how this lady's
The
going to tell
British
us.
don't know anything about food.
Yeah, so suck it, Mrs.
Well,
Doubtfire.
listen to what she says.
If you served ice cream in a bowl, you would eat it with a spoon. Ice cream served on a plate, for example, an ice cream roll, you would eat with a fork. If you were served cake and ice cream, then you would use both a fork and a spoon. The fork is used to hold the cake, and the spoon is used to cut and bring the food to your mouth. When the cone is presented, you should then proceed to lick the ice cream in swirls.
Yeah.
Erroneous.
Lick it in swirls.
Fuck you, lady.
We're going to use our fork to eat the ice cream and the cake.
I'm going to put the
I
fork
do
in the
not
side of
want
your
a
head.
Who
spoon
serves
with
ice cream
my
on a
fork.
Yeah, thank you. Who serves ice cream on a plate?
British
by the
people.
way?
Yeah.
To be
And why
honest,
do you
I've
think
had
they're
ice cream
eating
on a
it
plate.
wrong?
That's
Kids'
not
birthday
right.
parties. It
That's not
happens.
good.
Oh, ice cream cake. Yeah.
that accent did have some authority to it, though.
Yeah.
I will say, I was like,
It was
well,
neat
maybe
to hear
she's
the
got
Queen again.
Maybe she's got a great point.
But you ought to stick your tongue out and swirl it.
As well as in a counterclockwise
And go blah, blah, blah,
motion.
blah. What if you went and go blah, 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 blah.
For ice cream month, does it count like if you're doing the frozen yogurt thing? Does that count?
I love frozen yogurt.
Me too, and I had the best I've ever had at this place. It's called Go Greek.
Don't use a fork.
I swear, somebody needs to bring this to St. Louis. It is the
Dude,
best I've ever
We
had.
can't even keep our froyos around. I was going down Manchester to my low-key froyo that's down by
Because
the
they're
rug
garbage.
joint.
It's garbage.
Listen to me. I love a froyo, and this place was run down as hell. This was Manchester by the Weekends Only.
I know
That's
what you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about?
I've been to that one,
By
yeah.
Rug Saga or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone with my friend Claire. Oh, I'm going to froyo. It's after work. I'm having a great day. I pull in. The damn thing's closed down.
Yeah, garbage.
She saw an adult woman have a mental breakdown.
Mental breakdown. I'll tell you why. Because you bring a kid there and they go, they just take toppings.
So what?
And you go, I'm spending, and they weigh it. I'm paying $10 for just gummy worms.
Yeah, here's $87 worth
I
of
could-
froyo.
It's freedom at its finest. Is a froyo.
I could spend $3 and buy you a bag of. I go Walgreens and buy you a bag of.
This is the one though. This Go Greek thing.
Get it, Moon. Bring it here.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe
it would crush. Did you guys ever have Pinkberry before
Own a
that
Go
got-
Greek.
Oh, yeah.
They're franchising.
good.
Look, there you go. Own one.
Please.
Greek,
I would
Greek
love to.
fire, go Greek.
You guys did have a
Go Greek fire.
Pinkberry before
Pinkberry?
that guy went to jail?
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
I had it in Chicago.
What?
It's kind of like this. It was like frozen yogurt with like toppings and different things, but there was some proprietary.
What was it
blend.
called?
It was called
Pinkberry.
Pinkberry.
Oh, yeah,
it was the
yeah.
thing.
And it
I
was
remember.
it was great. 80% of them closed down after that cat went to jail.
All right, one more thing before we hit the break. The state of the fast food industry has been interesting recently. Am I right? With inflated prices and bizarre new menu items, and now the state of fast food rankings is getting interesting. So USA Today asked their readers to vote on their favorite fast food joints, and there is a surprising number one. And this is the readers of USA Today.
So old people.
Their number one.
KFC.
KFC was number 2.
Whoa. So is it going to go that route?
So we're going to do this?
Go
Popeyes
for it.
route then?
Popeyes did not make the top 10.
I thought it was going to be fried chicken stuff.
Let's see.
Oh,
Subway.
I'm sorry. Did you say Popeyes?
Yeah.
Oh, that was number 8. I'm sorry. That was my bad.
Hey, thank you.
Subway
I forgive
on
you.
this
Subway
list?
not in the top 10.
Okay.
You will never guess the number 1. I will give you 100 guesses.
Is it a relatively popular one, or is this an obscure?
What's the category? This is
the as the readers of USA Today voted their favorite fast food joint.
El Pollo Loco?
Nope.
something
Long
that
John
nobody-
Silver's.
Panda Express.
Nope. Nope. This has
Tommy's.
600 locations in 18 states.
Okay, that's not a ton.
Oh,
It's
so
not a
like
ton.
something like Brahms?
Whataburger.
Nope.
Do we have one in Missouri?
Not anymore.
Steak and Shake.
Not well. I don't know about Missouri, but not in the area anymore.
Del Taco?
Del Taco's number 1.
Heck yes, it is.
Oh,
That's right.
Scott's
Wow.
thing.
That's
is
right. The
Scott's
dancing
thing.
Dells are showing up everywhere.
That's right.
Del Taco was voted the number 1 fast food place.
Bring it back.
By the readers of USA Today, and they had thousands of people vote on this thing.
Oh,
You-
it's
you
time.
have
We
been-
need it here.
Yeah, you've been preaching about that for
Dude,
a
I love
long
it.
time, man.
Was
that
that
bean
the-
and cheese burrito with green sauce?
Taco joint off of 40 that was the circle?
It was
Yes.
the
saucer?
The saucer.
Yeah.
Now it's Starbucks.
Now it's
yeah.
Starbucks.
And there used to be
And
one
a
where
Chipotle.
the High Point. High
Yep.
Point.
We're now.
burgers or whatever.
Is Taco John's on this list?
No. Del Taco, KFC, Chick-fil-A.
Hey, I did have another talk with somebody.
This is bothersome to me. You did?
I did.
All right.
There's a meeting. There's a
I
meeting
would
set.
like to hear about this.
Meeting.
There's
set.
another meeting set.
Sweet.
Illuminati stuff.
I got Mr. Wayans' photo of his foot ready to go for the Taco John's Celebrity Investment
Chick-fil-A
Fund.
was number 3, In-N-Out 4, Hardee's 5, Captain D's 6, Taco Bell 7, Zaxby's 9, and Arby's number 10.
Zaxby's is so.
Never had it.
It's fine. It's in
It's
Alabama.
just chicken
everywhere.
Culver's, dog.
So
It is,
no,
it is.
no Wendy's, no McDonald's, no Burger King, no Subway. None of that stuff made the list. None of that stuff. And let's go to this.
Subway will never make a list. We know that, right? I mean, it's just always going to be there. It is what
Well,
it is.
if you're trying to get workout equipment, it's going to make the list
Now,
for yoga mats and stuff.
USA Today asked the readers, where are the best fries? Del Taco, number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a wedge
It's a
fry?
crinkle, I
Dude,
think.
home run.
You'll
Crinkle
love it.
cuts.
Home run.
Really?
Crinkle cuts.
I don't know, man.
Jack in the Box was number 2.
Imagine
Their
it.
seasoned curly fries.
Oh, really?
Number 2. Number 3 was McDonald's. Number 4 was a place called Golden Chick, which I'd never heard of.
Hey, these Del Taco fries, this is not the only list that lists them as the best French fries, by the way. They are a crinkle cut, but they're crinkle cut in a bag or a box instead of like the tray thing that sometimes they come in. And look, they're kind of burnt, which is
good.
pretty awesome.
Unless they're the burnt soggy.
It's funny.
sounds like
You
it.
get if you get the meal deals there, you get the fries even if you have tacos and all that.
So-
It somehow works.
Anybody heard of Golden Chick?
No.
That was the 4th best fry.
So I guess Del Taco does a deluxe chili cheddar fry as well and a carne asada fry. So they dump a lot of stuff on some of these.
5 was Five Guys, 6 Chick-fil-A, 7 A&W, 8 Whataburger, 9 Arby's, and then Popeyes. As far as fries go, number 10.
I will admit, Five Guys has great fries, but they have to be eaten right away.
You
They
need to
have
eat them immediately. Immediately.
I'm shook on this Del Taco. I like Del Taco. To be
Never
fair.
had it.
I love that one. It was just like you could walk. They would let you walk through. In St. Louis, you used to be able to walk through the one that's now the Starbucks, like down by Art Hill or whatever. There's one by Art Hill Road, and there was the one they would let you walk through the drive-through because they had the double drive-through.
Oh, yeah.
And you could be pretty like you could if the students were drinking at SLU, you could just like walk through the drive-through hammered and get 2 tacos for 50 cents.
Whoa, that's cool.
And like that was kind of it was like bargain. It was good for the price. Do you know
As
what I
a
mean?
former drive-through employee, when I was in the service,
Yeah.
and working the drive-through, my first ever radio show was at the drive-through. It was a no-no if you cannot walk through the drive-through.
Del Taco has donut bites?
Oh, man. What?
They had at one time. I had it in California, and they had good Impossible tacos.
Ooh.
Oh, Impossible
Breakfast.
I
Tacos.
want
I
that.
saw
I
you
want,
perk up.
I want
Wrap?
Impossible Tacos, and I want those little cinnamon
They were
donut.
good.
What is this? Donut
There's
balls?
no Del Taco in the area anymore.
Donut bites.
They're done. They pulled up stakes. They're out.
Somebody
They'll
bring it
come
back.
back.
All right, we got to take a break.
You're trying so hard to not hate on it. I love it.
What?
The Del Taco thing.
I can't. I wrap my mind around a world where Taco John's exists and Del Taco's the #1 regional.
All right, a real quick news segment next. It's 9:08. It is Tuesday. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The Bomberito 500 at WWT Raceway is not just a race, it's a spectacle. So go to WWTRaceway.com now because the first deal is the best deal. Right lane blocked due to an incident, 141 southbound at exit 2. There's also exit ramp 64 eastbound to 141 southbound blocked due to a crash. Your point forecast, rain and storm chances around 20%, high of 87. Right now it's 75 at the Point Studio.
We're running quite late, guys. All right, real quick, let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news is being sponsored by...
Energy Stars Heating and Cooling, preferred partner of Ameren, Illinois, to make your home comfortable and affordable.
Boy, if you were up in Chicago yesterday, you were stuck in traffic on the 294. Mm-hmm. You could thank Oscar Mayer.
Really?
Wienermobile accident.
No way.
One of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobiles got into an accident up in Chicago yesterday, flipped onto its side.
What, did someone not see it coming?
It happened around 11:15 yesterday morning. The Wienermobile was going northbound on Interstate 294 when they hit a Hyundai going in the same direction. I don't know if it was a lane change error. A lot of blind spots on that Wienermobile.
Yeah, I heard it sounded like celery whenever it crashed.
Yeah. Rear-ended a bunny bread truck.
Everybody's okay, right? I can laugh at these jokes?
Yeah,
yeah,
everybody's
good
fine.
question.
Okay, great.
After hitting the Hyundai, the driver of the Wienermobile lost control, overcorrected, rolled the damn thing. Can you
That
imagine?
thing would roll forever. That thing was born to roll.
Yeah, did the wiener come out of the bun?
Ooh, good question.
Nobody was hurt.
That's good.
Traffic backed up for miles. And there's pictures of the Wienermobile being hauled away on the platform of a semi.
People applauding.
Oh, man.
Now, according to the Wienermobile tracker, which I always have up on a screen.
Yeah, right next to
Always, I'm
Mick
always
Jagger's
Is that
next
an
to the dog
impound?
farts and Mick Jagger's heart conditions.
It's in an impound lot right now?
No, hopefully they'll get it up and fixed in time. The next stop in the Chicago area is set to happen on Saturday at Tony's Fresh Market in Round Lake Beach. So hopefully they get the Wienermobile all fixed up, patched up, and ready to go for that event.
I want those whistles. They better have it there.
My sister went to Truman and up in Kirksville, or over in Kirksville, and the Wienermobile was parked there because I think there's an Oscar Mayer plant. And my mom and I and my sister, we drove over there because we were like, we want to take a picture. And they had it all blocked where you couldn't get to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
no
we-
pictures, please.
No free pictures.
Yeah.
You can't take
It
pictures
was a
of
bummer.
wieners.
But we did drive past. Didn't feel like going to jail for the wiener.
There are
though.
6 altogether.
You can't take a picture of a wiener without permission. You know
There
what
are
I'm saying?
6 Wienermobiles that
fleet.
travel around the country.
The Wiener Fleet.
Yep.
Wien Fleet.
Are they?
That's unfortunate.
Are they driving in a V formation
Yeah, like geese.
today with one missing as a tribute to
Yeah,
their
missing.
fallen comrade?
Yeah, the missing man formation.
Half buns today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody's all right. Hopefully they
Split
get that
up.
thing patched up, ready to go.
People on bridges waving their wieners as it drives past.
I like how you did the visual.
Yeah, that was nice.
My sadness has a first name. It's OSCAR.
Have you gotten one of these texts yet, or maybe 50 of them, political text messages that ask you to donate to a candidate?
Yes.
Of course.
Yep.
I mean, they're very common now. I'll get 1 or 2 a week. And be careful because not all of them are legit.
What?
No way.
Yep.
I've been donating to nefarious causes.
Yep.
So the Kim Jong-un one I just donated to isn't...
More and more scammers are sending out fake fundraising texts to trick people into giving up their credit card info. And they know being passionate about a cause can make you click without thinking or overlook the red flags. Sometimes they don't even ask for money. They might just tell you to click a link and take a poll to earn a quote-unquote free gift.
Oh. I do those. I got part of a poll, the Gallup. I was selected as to be a part of the Gallup poll for a year.
Oh, via text?
No.
Oh,
This is
okay.
through email, but it was legit because they did send me gifts. I got all sorts of gift cards.
You know what? Usually they ask, if you're a member of the media, you are ineligible.
Oh, they knew what my profession was.
Oh, dang. You're going to have to send back that Coleman
You got
cooler.
a toaster?
I'm a citizen, dude. And I took that Starbucks gift card.
Yeah,
and
if you're
I
a member of the
ran.
media, usually that disqualifies you from
Why does
some of
it
these
just-
polls. I don't know.
it's-
Some of these political polls, it disqualifies
No,
you.
it's not
Because
all
they hate
political.
the media.
It's not all political. It was about the economy and everything, and they ask you what you are a profession of, and I was honest. So
Well, so they tell you to click a link, take a poll to earn a free gift. Then they eventually say you need to cover the shipping. And that's when they ask for your credit card. The Better Business Bureau says if you get any unsolicited text like this, do not respond or click any link. And tell your parents, please. Tell your folks.
yeah, take the phone away from your parents.
Ma, listen.
Ma,
It's not real. They're trying to scam
don't
you.
click the link. The safest way to donate to a candidate or a political party is through their official website. Do that. And finally, this might be a billion-dollar idea because it combines two of the most addictive things for Gen Z. A company called Swipe, S-W-Y-P-E, is selling a new vape pen that's also a smartphone. That's right. It's a rectangular thing with a screen on the side so you could check social media and send text messages while you vape. Yes, look it up, S-W-Y-P-E. It pairs with your phone so you don't need a separate phone plan, and they're disposable. Each one costs $20. And then you throw it away when it runs out of juice. So we live in a world with disposable phones now.
Wow.
Yeah. It's got a couple video games pre-installed, a weather app, a fitness tracker, because of this one thing vapors are known for. It's being obsessed with their health.
Yeah, they are.
The only thing I can't do is make phone calls, but Gen Zers don't do that anyway. Someone at Business Insider tested one and said it was buggy, but the texting and social media features worked okay.
What's it called?
Swipe, S-W-Y-P-E.
Swipe.
But you
with a-
can't charge them,
Swipe
huh?
with a
Swipe.
Y.
You can't recharge them?
Yeah.
Swipe with a
disposable.
Y.
You vape, you text, you social media, you do a little TikTok.
But you get all those
Wow.
high
Throw it
points
out.
on those games, and now you have to
Throw it out.
I mean, this is,
Ridiculous.
well, it's perfect for bad guys.
What, like the Joker? What are we talking about? You talking about bad guys like criminals?
Yeah, sure.
Why? Why
Right,
is
for,
this-
for communicative devices. That
Well, it pairs with
burner
your
phone?
phone.
Oh, it pairs with your
pairs with
phone.
your phone.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it pairs with your phone.
I just heard you were
It's-
texting and
No.
vaping and tossing.
It pairs with your phone, so that you have to have some kind of plan on your phone.
Oh, never mind.
Okey-dokey.
Never mind.
Is this where we are now in a society? We got to have our smokes and our texting and our games all in one
Yes.
package.
Well, think of how
Yes.
distracting it is from your phone when you have to hold a cigarette.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Well, then you're putting your phone, you go to the bathroom with your phone, and so now you're putting your mouth on the phone, which you held while you wiped your ass with. I mean, this is
My
not the
fleshlight's
best.
a vape, which is seemed
And it's really weird.
seemed like
when
a bad idea when I bought it, but
It's really weird watching you use it too.
If you're flexible. If you're flexible, it can really save time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to take
a
out my
break.
rib to use my vape, like Marilyn Manson.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with sports. 9:26. Tuesday, traffic and weather. One final look, Moon, coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The Bommarito 500 at WWT Raceway is not just a race, it's a spectacle. Go to WWTRaceway.com now because the first deal is the best deal. Things are pretty clear. Your point forecast rain and storm chances are around about 20%, high of 87. Right now it's 77 at the Point Studio.
Hey, don't forget, number 2 show after today's number 1 show at 10:15. Log on to the YouTube channel to watch that. I'll be doing the first 15 minutes, as always, with Rafe.
That's right, 818-532-1420. You can call or send me an email or go through the Point app. Use the drop-down menu in the message text box, select number 2 show, and ask us anything you want. We'll be happy to discuss it live.
All right, 10:15, number 2 show. All right, Moon. What you got?
Sports brought to you by Jack and Coke, the popular cocktail now available in ready-to-drink cans. The Cards were neck and neck with the Pirates at 1-1, and then a wild pitch helped the Pirates beat the Cards 2-1. They go again today in Pittsburgh with a 5:40 start. Basketball star LeBron James will be the Team USA male flag bearer representing our country when the Paris game kicks off this Friday.
Anybody going to watch the opening ceremonies? I watch all that. So I love the Olympics.
I do too.
It's 2 weeks. You know, it's like, you get home and you flip on one of the NBCs.
Mm-hmm. And whatever they got going, I'll watch.
I'll watch it too.
Swimming, curling.
I'll even watch that's summer games this time. I'll watch the breakdancing. Breakdancing is now going to be a sport. I'll
That's
watch
something
it.
I want to watch. Is the
It's called
breakdancing.
breaking.
Breaking, whatever it is. Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Ooh.
I'll watch the opening ceremonies. I like the pomp and circumstance.
By the way, if you're wondering who selects the flag bearers, it's the fellow Olympians. He is he's only the 3rd basketball player to receive the honor, behind Dawn Staley for the Athens game in 2004 and Sue Bird for the Tokyo games in 2021.
Sue Bird. I like to see what the country of Tonga is wearing during their when they march into the stadium.
What do they wear? Like lots of flair? Like what do they?
No, usually like a country will dress however they want to be represented.
Sure.
And some the Samoans would come in usually shirtless, wearing whatever Samoan gear. They have on.
What are we wearing? The Nike uniforms? What is
we're
it?
usually stiff and dorky.
No, we usually wear is it Ralph Lauren? I think does.
Oh yeah, Ralph Lauren. Yeah, because Tommy Hilfiger did it one year. It's a designer that usually
it's
designs
usually
ours.
an American designer that does them.
Fans are going to miss Enrique Ogunbowale. Ogunbowale. I got it.
Very good.
Ogunbowale. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese in the U.S. women's Olympic basketball team. But the young ladies showed out over the weekend on Saturday. Team WNBA defeated Team USA in the WNBA All-Star game. The final score 117-109. Ogunbowale nailed it. Scored an All-Star record 34 points. Clark was 1 assist away shy of the All-Star record. Reese contributed a double-double. Many have suggested that Ogunbowale, Clark, and Reese be added to Team USA. The first gal, Ogunbowale, God dang.
Just don't even say the name anymore. Just here's the deal.
Big O.
WNBA beat the U.S. women's Olympic team.
Okay.
Caitlin Clark obviously left off the Olympic team. Angel Reese left off the
They were
Olympic
left
team.
off, but the gal that scored like an all-star record, she should be on it for sure. She withdrew her name because she was left out of the last 2. It was like, I'm not going.
Well, and and at least the other 2 are the future of the Olympic team. So,
finally, let's close with me saying a lot of words that I don't understand.
Okay.
Maybe they're places, maybe they're people, maybe a cool guy branded golf club. I'm not sure. But Xander Schauffele won the British Open on Sunday for his 2nd major of the year, delivering a masterpiece at Royal Troon with a 665 to overcome a 2-shot deficit and giving the Americans a sweep of the 4 majors for the first time since 1982. Schauffele, who faced questions at the start of the season whether he could win a major, now has 2 of them with the brand of golf that hasn't been seen in 90 years at of the 4 majors. He won the PGA Championship at Valhalla by making a 6-foot birdie putt on the final hole for a 65 in the final round of Royal Troon, set up for a big drama. 6 players, 1 shot behind, 9 players separated by 3 shots. Schauffele made a tense Sunday look like a nice walk at the Irish Sea.
see, I will be honest with you. I woke up Sunday morning. British Open's on.
Yeah.
I turned it on.
Fell back
8
to
o'clock.
sleep.
No, it was great. I watched it. Sunday morning sports. If there's like an overseas sports
Yeah. I love
over in
it.
Europe and it's on Sunday morning, I'll watch. Get a cup of coffee, sit on the couch.
You're a fancy man.
I'm a fancy man.
I'm Moon, and that's your sports because Riz is a fancy man.
Thank you. That is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Today's podcast is titled
Waving their wieners on a bridge.
All right, waving their wieners on a bridge. All right. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Number 2 show starts in a little over 10 minutes.
That's right. We'll be in there in about 10 minutes. In fact, the faster we get out here, the sooner it starts.
All right. Moon, what else?
Follow my socials at Moon Valjean here. I got a cool video of Tony Hawk singing with us over the weekend and should post that in just a little bit. Other than that, man, I am just excited to I'm going to go ahead and set the record for the single round home run record this Saturday at the Home Run Derby.
All right. Oh, wow. Calling a shot.
I'm calling the shot. It's my day today.
You're having a great day.
I won both matchup with Moons. I got Wordle on the second try. I mean, this is just everything's coming up Moon, baby. So
everything's coming up Moon.
I do declare that Saturday will be a record-breaking day.
All right.
A record-breaking performance.
Calling it.
I dig
Right
it.
on.
Calling it. Lern, what do you got?
Just follow me on the socials at Lern versus Radio. Come out and see me for another Impact Life Riz Show blood drive this Thursday in Fenton. You can sign up at 1057thepoint.com.
Rafe.
At I am Rafe Williams on all the socials and in 7 to 8 minutes. Number 2 show on the point.
Scott.
Yes, I'm going to need you all to DM me some great questions that I can ask on Matchup of Moon. I want to do a fan-based question one.
Listener questions.
So DM me on Twitter, Instagram, all that at King Scott Rules.
Also donk pics.
Slide into his DMs.
Dadgummit.
Dadgummit is right.
I'll take your listener questions and donk pics.
That's cool.
Hot Shots Fenton Thursday out there with Stella Artois and Hot Ones. Come join me for hot wings and hot trivia. And don't forget Stupiracy new episode. Finland is not real.
I'm going to send that to my Finnish neighbor that I used to have, see what he thinks.
We leave you with a selection from our Teamers Remember the Day brought to you by Hot Shots. Happy hour weekdays from 3 to 6. $4 pizza, burgers, or wings. Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. From St. Peter's, Carrie Coucher is our team. And she wants to hear this banger. Here it is. See you tomorrow. Done it next back.
Energy up.
The Rizzuto Show.